Hello, my Cybies. Are you excited for something a little different tonight?
How is everybody? I was actually surprised some of you voted for this, because a lot of you in my audience have come to find are scaredy cats. So, lately I've been thinking about how Cy plays horror games for you, Cy goes through ARGs for you, because all of you are wussies. But yes, I really like salad fingers, and I wanted an excuse to talk about it, and might as well talk about it while also talking about Maverick Patrick utterly failing to understand it. I don't pretend to understand it.
Space Frog sent a super chat. Salad fingers are attacks.
You would too.
Mama.
Yes, that was my best salad fingers voice.
I like rusty spoons.
I actually have the first run of the posable plush toy David Firth made of salad fingers. Jax from Digital Circus gets to be on a shelf with him, just because Jax needs to be punished. He's also up there with Tabby from Cougar's channel, who has a knife. Yeah, like, MatPat kind of took all the puzzle pieces in the show and just put them together with tape and bubble gum and however the fuck he felt like it. I'm not gonna pretend I understand salad fingers. I don't think it's supposed to have a definitive meaning. It's one of those things. But it is just funny that David Firth was the very first one to tell MatPat, all of your theories are wrong, goodbye. You know? I don't even think it's necessarily a bad theory. I don't remember too much about it. But I don't think it's like, he's definitely working with what's in the show. I'll give Matty Patty that. But I thought it might be fun if we watch the first 10 episodes, which is what MatPat covered. And maybe then also watch the rest, because Salad Fingers is still going on. It first came out in, oh god, I want to say 2007 was maybe the first one. Actually, let me look that up. Salad Fingers first episode release. 2004. I'm pretty sure. Oh, 2004, yeah, so you must have started out on Newgrounds, because YouTube didn't exist in 2004. YouTube didn't exist until 2005. You were born in 2007. Oh my god, I'm gonna crumble to dust right now. Stop it. But I think... yeah, debuted on the Newgrounds platform. Yeah, I thought so. Had to be. I think that's might be where I first saw it, or I might have seen it for the first time when he uploaded it to, like, early YouTube. But this is, like, Salad Fingers is a bit of an ancient meme, but like I said, it is still continuing on. A lot of people don't know that. I would say MatPat's theory isn't as bad as his Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared one.
Sent a super chat. Salad finger, meaty toes, grainy eyes, and sweet lips. Mix it all together, you get a food body pyramid.
We get something that gross in one of the episodes that comes after the MatPat run of dissecting it. I'll make you all watch it. Some of you might have to cover your eyes during parts. It's very uncomfortable, it's very gross, it's very grimy and dreamlike and Lynchian. So of course I fucking like it. Some of you might be looking at me differently after tonight. I mean, I know a lot of you know I like creepy and gross things, but this one's kind of on another level. So I figured, actually, I might run a poll over on YouTube. Sorry, Twitchians, you don't get YouTube. So should we watch the 10 episodes first, or watch them as we go through MatPat's video? Because I thought we could maybe do it either way, so... Sorry, I'm still typing. There we go. So there's your options, guys. We can either just watch the episodes first and then watch the theory, or watch the episodes as we watch the theory. So I just wanted to see what you guys were thinking on that. Alright. I'll give you guys a bit, because it's kind of a struggle right now. It looks like the overwhelming majority are wanting to just watch the show first. Oh. No, it was starting to switch up a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's safe to watch on stream. I don't think he's copyrighted it. I'm not entirely sure, but we'll be careful. We'll take breaks and discuss after each episode, I believe, would be the best way to approach this. Let's see, it's getting a little closer, it's getting a little more even, but we're still ahead on watch the whole show first, or watch the first 10 episodes. So, if we do it that way, it'll be the first 10 episodes, MatPat's theory, and then the rest of the episodes, maybe, if you guys are interested. So, no, we're still ahead at watch them all first. About half of the people in attendance right now have voted. Yeah, it seems like watch them all first is going to win, so I'm gonna end it there. Alright. Just got done getting your hair permed. I think, Salad Fingers is going to have a memory like that. So, it looks like this, because this was uploaded 7 months ago, so it looks like he's remastered the entire series. So, maybe we should show, like, for spoons, maybe we'll watch, like, the very original one. Just so you can see the quality difference. I won't make you guys watch it twice. But, like, that's, like, his oldest shit. He does a lot of other things besides Salad Fingers.
Sent a super chat, drawing in a sketchbook tax.
Hey! So, original upload, yeah. I think this is definitely the remaster. He started to use Toon Boom, I think? He used Flash at first. This is old school Flash, you guys. So we definitely have to watch the first one in its original state, because, you know, just for the true authentic experience. So, but for the rest of it, he's got a remaster and a playlist on his who did he do? YouTube channel. I might have smoked a little bit before stream again. Probably should stop doing that anyway. So let's watch the very first one, and you guys can tell me what you think, and if you also enjoy this. Oh, look at it's in 4:3 too.
Hello. I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them. The feeling of rust against my salad fingers is almost orgasmic.
Interesting fellow.
I must find the perfect spoon.
It was pretty advanced for Flash at the time, too. Like, I think that's one of the reasons he got so much attention. But he said it, title drop, he has salad fingers. This is
Hello there, young child.
Extremely tame.
I'm here to inquire about your spoons.
Delightful. You can tell this is like from the Jordan Vasquez inspired era as well.
Might I ask where you keep the spoons? I see. Then I must leave. But first, I'd like to caress this rusty kettle. Oh.
There you go. That was the very first episode. Made in Flash, like 20 years ago. Somebody saying, like, Homestar Runner, Ed's World, Homestuck were impressive back in the day. They're still impressive for what they did with the software at the time, you know? Maybe we should watch the remaster just to compare. I mean, it's pretty short. Might as well, right? Might as well. And like we were just saying, this one's very tame compared to what comes later. So let's see his remaster. See if see the director's cut. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
I like rusty spoons. I like to touch them.
You can see how the voices evolve.
The feeling of rust against my salad fingers is almost orgasmic. I must find the perfect spoon.
Alright, I think we don't need to rewatch the entire thing, but we get it. He's remastered it. He's improved upon his art. And I think that's fine, you know, because look how clean it looks. But it's pretty, but yeah, the pacing's slightly faster.
Atterbitten sent a super chat. I first checked out Salad Fingers thanks to a Watch Mojo lol.
How embarrassing, admitting that you watch Mojo. I say when I played one of their videos when we were laughing at the Canadians.
Do you have any rusty spoons?
So his name is Salad Fingers. He lives in this desolate-ass, depressing world, but he seems like a cheerful fellow, and he really likes rubbing his hands against rusty things. So that's all we know about Salad Fingers so far. Let's meet his friends in the second episode. Oh, yeah, this isn't a remake. Oh.
Hello.
My mistake. I guess he only remastered the first one. This is the original of this one. Look, it's in 4x3.
Today I'm having a little get-together with my friends.
Aww. Yeah, they are.
Oh, hello there, chaps. You arrived earlier than I expected. And might I say, you are looking rather splendid this evening.
His friends.
This is Hubert Cumberdale, Marjorie Stewart Baxter, and this is Jeremy Fisher. Say hello. I wonder what you taste like.
Better finish your dinner quick.
Marjorie Stewart Baxter, you taste like sunshine dust.
Aww.
Oh, Hubert Cumberdale, you taste like soot and poo.
Yeah, he is sitting poo.
I've got a fish in the oven. If anyone's interested.
You're not supposed to like
Alors,
the sounds.
Nabila, comment t'appelles-tu? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
You're not supposed to like the sounds, the noises. The music is also supposed to drive you crazy. It's always
Help
the same
me.
music.
Help.
That definitely seems like something you want to go toward. You would go in Mr. Finger's house, right?
Oh, thank goodness. I think the heavens must have sent you. I've got a fish cooking in the oven, but I just can't reach it. It's right at the back.
You'd help him,
With
right,
your
guys?
supple little frame, you might be able to squeeze in and get it for me.
I just get the fish for him.
It's right at the back. I can't thank you enough for
Something rusty distracted him.
I like it when the red water comes out. I like it when the red water comes out of my...
You know, it's the simple things in life, guys.
Oh, yeah. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once. Hubert Cumberdale.
What are you doing here? Right, yeah.
Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue.
Slenderman was after this, so yeah.
Somewhere over the rainbow. I must have dozed off. That fish smells about done.
Ready for dinner, everybody? That was the second episode. I I did say some of you might question my taste after this stream. He did nothing wrong. He's just cooking a fish. What do you mean? What child? He doesn't remember that there was anybody else there. Yes, cat peasant, probably. I don't think we know what happens after that, because now we have to go watch Nettles. He likes Nettles as well. It's not dinner time for everybody. Don't be so Anglophobic. You always question my tastes.
Hello.
Yep. Fair.
Hello. Today, I've been enjoying the pleasures of nettles.
Everybody finish your dinners now. It's only gonna get worse.
Oh, what's this rather queer-looking contraption? You can be called a nettle carrier.
Only judging my taste, not questioning it. Okay, so you already know how I am, so that's good.
There you go.
Oh yeah, this guy. Really pisses him off for some reason. Probably because he has no arms. He has no salad fingers of his own. That's my interpretation.
It seems nettles have made the milk drop out from inside my
This is
teeth.
peak male performance, everybody. That really pissed him off even more. I mean, probably some of you are reacting right now for me showing you this.
Happy times.
Happy times, like getting a perm! See, I told you!
Oh, bubble trumps.
Oh, bubble trumps.
Oh, hello. You've picked a rather late hour to be visiting me. Have you got a name?
BBQ, obviously.
I think you're called Milford Cubicle.
Good name.
Why don't you come in?
Good job,
You
Fingers.
can have a sit down.
Welcome everyone just
Rest
walking into
those
this.
weary legs.
I'm teaching everybody what salad
Give
fingers
you a
is.
little hand if you're feeling rather fatigued. Milford Cubicle.
He's made a new friend named Milford Cubicle. You see, that's not the name on the name tag. Harry something. He's playing some lovely music for his new friend and house guest. This is completely normal, guys.
I say, would you like a warm glass of milk, Milford Cubicle?
There you go. See? So he made a new friend. He made a new friend that's not a finger puppet. We're very proud of him.
At CutieAppleby123 sent a super chat. This isn't scary. I don't know what young me was so scared of.
It's more supposed to just be eerie and dreary most of the time, I think, you know?
At Junos Power sent a super chat. Probably common knowledge, but this is the same guy who voiced Shrimp in Smiling Friends.
I'm not surprised I got David Firth for Smiling Friends. He's very much an internet legend. I think he's done little voices here and there. Some people thought he was the vending machine in the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared show, but I'm not sure if anyone ever proved that. It might have just been Becky Sloan, to be honest. So we have number 4. This one's a little strange. And I'm saying that for this series it's even strange, so get ready.
Hello. Today I'm going to try and find France. Because I've always wanted to go there.
Alright, let's find France! Oh, a child. Ew.
But that little boy has been watching me for a while now. I think I'll find France another day.
Aw, can't go find friends because of a creepy child. Many such cases. You notice I never hear other characters talk to him ever. They just kind of make sounds. Yeah, that's a fair reaction to that. The children ruin everything. Even Salad Fingers is afraid of this thing. Keeping us from going to France. Yeah, like, ew, a child. This is the grossest thing in the series so far.
Hello there, Birdwas.
Hey, Birdwas.
I've been thinking about you. What have you been gathering today, little sister?
Oh, I also call those roly-polies. Awesome.
Really?
This is how I react to roly-polies,
Your
too.
body is so much fun.
They're just neat.
I just want to give you a big stroke.
Gentle now, Salad. Gentle. No!
Ugh. You've gone flat, little sister. And you're all gooey. I shan't play with you again until you've had a wash.
How dare you be gooey when I squish you?
Oh, have I been gifted a grubby tap?
A grubby tap
I
on a
don't
string.
think I've ever laid fingers on one of those before. Oh, how I've dreamt of taps.
Ah, we're learning so much about his desires and goals in life.
Taps.
Tap. Tap. Tap.
Tap.
Tap. Tap. Tap.
Oh, I just want to marry all of you gorgeous taps.
Okay, slut. Again, I don't think there was supposed to be a definitive meaning to this. It's just supposed to be abstract. I've never tried to put together a cohesive theory of what Salad Fingers is actually about, because I don't think it's actually about anything. It's just this, you know? Not every art needs to have, like, a definitive meaning. Sometimes it can just be vibes, and then you figure out what it means to you, you know? Very Terry Gilliam-like, you know? Very Lynchian. No, you should find him adorable. Like I said, I have the fucking plush toy of this guy. He is adorable. He's creepily innocent, you know? In a way. Art house absurdism that's meant to make you uncomfortable. That's exactly what it is. And it's a little funny.
That was a treat for the fingers.
He's just doing his thing. He's just a little autistic guy. We don't like this guy, though. Yeah, the child is trying to marry him now.
What's this?
And yeah, I'd have that reaction, too. It is peculiar for the sake of it.
This game.
And I know I say I don't like
I
weird for
think
the sake
I'm
of being
going to
weird.
go home now.
But it does have its own structure and symbolism in it, so it's not just...
Oh, no. Bye-bye.
He just gets out of it. So, yeah, it is kind of weird for the sake of being weird, but it's my kind of weird for the sake of being weird, I guess, is my hypocritical explanation there. It does have internal logic, though, in a weird way. You don't cook this one, Salad Fingers. Oh, he's heartbroken. And Salad Fingers is just flying away on a grubby tap. So, So how did that make you all feel?
At Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Salad Fingers and Bingo do think of the craziest name for themselves and their imaginary friends.
Not sure about Bingo, but yeah, Salad does.
Bobby123 sent a super chat.
It's
Just a guy living his life.
Dabberwonger from Gachi Akuta has Salad Fingers vibes. I have been tempted to watch Gachi Akuta. It looks like something I would like. Invader Zim vibes. Well, yeah, Invader Zim is Jonan Vasquez. I did say this was the very Jonan Vasquez-inspired era. Same era Vivzy Pop came from. You know, lots of people were inspired by Jonan Vasquez. This is also, like, very inspired by his style and his kind of weirdness, you know? So, you thought this would be scary, given how people typed it up? Oh, well, just wait. No, fatpie.com was his real website. Yeah, fat-pie.com was his real website. I remember that. I think it might still exist. Fatpie.com. Yep, it still exists. Animation and stuff by David Firth. Actually, I should get rid of my little music thingy. So there you go. That's his whole website. I think it's kind of looked the same for a while now. And you go to the merch store. And... oh, he comes with the finger puppets on this one. I do have the plush toy, but not with the accessories. The plush toy is really good. Like, the fingers are posable and everything. I like him. He's a good addition to my collection. So you can get all of this beautiful Salad Fingers merchandise. If you so choose. So there you go. Yeah, the hoodies actually, I do like the hoodie. Yes. He even has a rusty spewed. Yeah, the one I have didn't come with any accessories, but it was the first run. Anyway, we're gonna get to episode 5, which is my favorite. So I'm probably gonna keep my commentary to a minimum. This is actually my favorite episode of Salad Fingers. So let me show you. Let me show you all. Go in theater mode.
Hello, operator. Could you connect me up to my old pal Charlie, please? Post haste. Pardon? Well, could you tell him that I am holding a grand picnic today? We've got gypsy creams, Derby scones, Admiral's pie. Ooh.
Average British food names.
Stop scratching your basket belly, said Mary Mandolin.
Who?
How rude. I've been disconnected. Why, if it isn't, but Barbara Logan Price.
He's forgotten Hubert Cumberdale's name here.
Made you a friend hat.
Yeah, this is just England in 2026.
There'll be fog on the shore tonight, bosun.
Ah, what happened to the sound? Why is the sound missing here? Did you get copyright claim for the music? David? Oh, maybe he did have copyright music here and it got muted. Well, that sucks. This was 2008? Oh well, I think the rest has sound. Because we're getting to the part I really like. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think I had, like, Here Comes the Bride music. But this is my favorite part of the episode, so here we go.
But why, it seems our first guest has arrived. Would you like some confectionery? How does your Loganberry crumble taste? It's simply delicious, replied Mabel.
He's named her Mabel.
I must say, you're a well-mannered young lady.
This isn't going where you think it is.
I'd like to elect you as my new playmate.
Marjorie's very upset.
That's a pretty-looking frock on your body, but it looks awfully dirty. My tummy box feels broken. Would you like some peas pudding? Peas pudding hot, peas pudding cold, peas pudding in the pot, 9 days old.
I think he likes spoons too. What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong, Mr. Finger? Do you not like my mouth words? Naughty man.
That's like the first time another character has spoken. Because before this, all the other, like, characters he's met, like, are just making sounds or screaming. And even in the picnic, he's, like, talking for her. He's like,
Oh yes, Mabel says she would like the peas pudding.
and everything was going fine when he was, like, talking for her. But then as soon as she spoke herself, he freaks the fuck out.
Days old.
It's interesting.
I think he likes spoons too.
Yeah, it's just so interesting to me. And again, it's not like this comes up again. It's not like this is something this show observes directly, that, like, you never hear anybody else talk, and this one time somebody else does talk to him, he freaks the fuck out. Maybe other people just don't talk to him because he freaks out like this anytime they try to. So that's why people just kind of stare at him and don't answer, because if they did talk to him, he'd have a meltdown. You know? But yeah, just the existential moment that he's not in control of the situation, and this is another real person that isn't like a figment of his imagination or someone he's given dialogue to, just makes him insane, is kind of interesting to me. That's why that's my favorite episode. Just that one moment is just so fascinating, you know? So like I said, we're gonna watch up to 10, because that's where MatPat went up to, but there are more episodes that are much more recent. So let's go to wait, let me let the supers through first, but I just want to show you guys my favorite episode.
1556 sent a super chat. This and a certain gross out spicy video were my nightmare demons in the late aughts.
Nice. I'm sure some of you are having childhood memories right now.
A super chat. Unlocked a childhood memory of trying to find that website on the school computer. I misspelled a word or missed a dash and got a corn pop-up website.
Many such cases. That is also a experience of the aughts. Oh, I just noticed my my scramble is still on behind the screen. Oops. I wasn't actually trying to make things look creepy on purpose. Woo, look, there's glitching happening behind there. Woo! No, that was from the boys' discussion on, well, yesterday. It feels so long since the boys ended, because it was just so tedious. No, yeah, we'll watch the rest after MatPat's theory. It seems like I'm not gonna get copyright cucked, so. Shore Leave is a good one. It's a gross one, but it's a good one. First time he did widescreen, look at that.
Come down from there at once, Hubert Cumberdale. You're just a sticky river. Oh.
I remember this one as well.
Hello? Who's there?
Hello?
It's Jeremy Fisher.
Jeremy Fisher? I thought you were out fighting the Great War. I'm sorry, I couldn't understand that. You seem to have adopted a strange dialect. Is this a present for me, Mr. Fisher? Oh, my very own Horace Horse Collar. Oh.
We all know the famous Horace Horse Collar.
You hold a welcoming texture. A pleasure for the tips. Ooh.
Why'd you eat Jeremy Fisher?
Where have you gone to?
Like he eats him, he's like, where have you gone?
Oh, nay, nay. You're all ready for the big race. Horace Horsecollar. We're counting on you.
Yeah, horse girl neuron activated? Yeah, Salad Fingers is a horse girl. Canon. I hate when you eat your friends and then you can't find them. Many such cases.
Crikey, how long has it been since I've seen your chops? There's probably enough water in here to wash my petticoat. Pardon? I don't understand. What is this?
One good thing MatPat does is put this conversation together, at least.
No, this isn't true. You've got the wrong bloke, Squire. Wash those bad thoughts away. Horace, I think you'd better take me home.
Yeah, a lot of Salad Fingers' mode of operation seems to be washing bad thoughts away and just living in delusion, you know?
Jeremy Fisher, I thought you were out fighting the Great War. I'd like a word with you. I'm not one for accusations, but this one's cast iron. I've seen you tailgating my daughter with aspirations of deflowering her rose. I don't make mistakes, comrade.
Like a
This
soap
one's
opera in his
textbook.
head. Here's on the other side of this conversation at the toilet.
I never did get to sample the delights of your flavour.
But you ate him earlier, didn't you? Now he's just eating another Salad Fingers. That will actually be relevant later. But in the after the see, yeah, there's continuity. There isn't just weird for the sake of being weird. Deflowering her rose is an old-timey euphemism for taking her virginity. So yes, yeah. Basically, he had the Jeremy Fisher side of the conversation when he was at the toilet, and then he had the other side of the conversation with himself back home, and then ate his own head. So yes, there you go. Now we get to shore leave, which a lot of people do like. Yeah, the Salad Fingverse. Just eating sand, as you do. Maybe that's why your tummy box hurts.
You're absolutely right, Marjorie.
Taylor Green,
The
or
floor
whatever your name
sugar
is.
does taste rather queer in this area.
Floor sugar.
We ought to make a record of our findings.
He does speak in a very old-timey dialect, so...
you but Cumperdale. You've been rather busy.
In case any people don't know, the word queer actually literally means strange. Which is why I challenge people on making it an umbrella term.
What's
Of course he's
this?
British. Of course he's British. Look at his teeth. Look at what he eats.
Could it be Kenneth?
Kenneth?
From the Great War? My very own little Kenneth, back on shore leave to see his older brother. It was frightfully rude of you blokes to leave for the Great War without me. Come inside and we'll fix you a nice hot bath.
It's kind of like he sees disturbing things and then makes up stuff in his head about what they are that are nicer. You know, that seems to be what Salad Finger do. Like, he finds something horrible and then he makes up a nice soap opera story in his head about it.
Lock up your daughters tonight, General. There'll be trouble in the maidens' quarters. Maybe you can come and tuck me in tonight, sailor. Stop that.
He seems to change who he's
The brave Kenneth,
playing.
back from the Great War to
various
spread
times,
his
too.
wild oats.
Sometimes he's the mom, sometimes he's the dad, sometimes he's the daughter, you know, he switches.
I hope you like sand.
I hope you like sand. We're very British, that's what we
You're
eat.
feeling a little sleepy. This
Yeah.
wooden dent trail should help if one's feeling rather slumberous.
See, the show is also funny, in a sad, creepy
I've
way.
been keeping myself rather busy here, working every shift I can. I used to sing at all the functions, from Croxley Heath to Cowdenbeath.
Yeah, who he thinks he is at any given time in the scenario he's inventing is, up in the air.
Clumsy me. I must have slipped. I was just telling Marjorie here about our frolicking by the riverside many summers ago.
And the flashback isn't even that. The kid and the fish are probably still in the
21.
stove, yeah.
21 yards from the front door today. It seems you're quite the slow coach, Mr. Branches. You've barely shuffled an inch all week.
That was the memory. Definitely. He forgot what memory in the middle of
I'd
remembering.
very much like another vanilla crown, said brother from the Great War. Well, you've yet to eat your beef stroganoff.
I can see why he'd remind you of Kinger, yeah. I think Kinger's a little, like, more with it than Salad Fingers, though.
Well, back you go then. Back to the ghastly trenches. I only ask that our Creator return you unspoilt from the cruel hand of war. We'll meet again, don't know where, don't know when.
You know, he is oddly cute and innocent in a horrible way, isn't he? It just kind of works. I think it's because he's so pathetic, you know? You can't help but feel bad for him.
Don't know where, don't know when, but I know. No, you're doing it all wrong. You're not playing in the right key.
And again, I really don't think this is supposed to be much more than absurdism, you know? I mean, again, it has its own kind of weird internal logic, but it's not, like, trying to give any grand theme or concept or philosophy or psychology. It's absurdism, you know?
At ActionFan19 sent a super chat. Have some money tax.
The best tax. Give Psy money tax. Yes, excellent. Thank you. For just sitting here watching somebody else's stuff, which I said I'd never do as a streamer. I'm commentating. I'm commentarating. We're gonna make fun of Matthew Patrick soon, so don't worry. Cupboard. Okay, this one. I think this one is a little upsetting. So just hold on to your butts. I'll make jokes if we get too uncomfortable. Also, somebody was telling me about a dark and grim farming simulator. I might be interested in that. Ping me in my Discord or something. Newgrounds. He was still on Newgrounds at this point, huh? 16 years ago. The way he just leaves, because he's mad at the key playing on the piano.
Hello.
Hello.
I like to listen to my radio.
Got a big animation
I
upgrade.
listen to the war. And sometimes, if I'm an early bird, I listen to Croxley at breakfast.
Yeah, maybe anxiety and autism is why I like Salad Fingers. It could be. I just think he's neat.
I can't find a clear station, Roger.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if he also knew Jordan or encountered him on Newgrounds. I mean, somebody just told me they did get David Firth and Smiling Friends, so...
He gets a little uppity when he hasn't had his sustenance.
Obviously, you put beans in your radio to get it to work better, or marbles, or whatever the fuck those are. Seeds. Very dry beans.
Oh, what a hideous sound.
You can say that about this whole
That
series.
happened upon an unpleasant broadcast.
Audio's a little louder
What's
in these
this about,
videos,
Roger?
too.
I do hope it doesn't concern me.
No, not his tummy box.
A man can't cope with all these unpleasant frequencies about. I think I'll sit this one out in the safety cupboard.
Everyone's got a safety cupboard, right? It's a hole in the wall you crawl into when you're upset. E.T. mixed with Gollum with the mind of a child. That's a good description.
Tiddledy-top-de-tum-de-tooty, tiddledy-top-de-tee.
Just
Where
hot
are you
box.
skipping off to today, Penny Pigtails? I'm heading off the market for some raspberry jam. I'll sell you no such thing, said the market trader. Your
Dare
legs
you
are made
ask
of
me.
cotton, and they're far too long.
Oh, he's upset himself.
Oh, all is not lost, Penny Pigtails. You've found yourself a special hair.
Very normal. Oh, there's a lot more you're gonna hate. It's gonna get really gross. Especially next episode. Well, at least for you guys.
You all look so beautiful together.
Beautiful. I love how he has the
So
misspelling of the
happy.
mispronunciation.
A gay little quintet,
Gay little
gently
quintet.
singing in the breeze.
All very gay and queer here. You look beautiful. Now it gets a little upsetting, I think. So just trigger warning.
There were 3 in the bed, and the little one said, "Roll over." Scrub that muck off at once, Hubert Cumberdale. I'll have no dirty immigrants in my house.
That's not the upsetting part, but MatPat takes that line seriously, unfortunately.
I'll have no dirty immigrants in my house.
This is so random. Like, he's British. Of course he's gotta be slightly racist.
Roger, I shan't have you bellowing such frequencies at this hour, upsetting my insides and worrying my mind. I've a good mind to show you the door. Pardon? But it's not my turn. And it's a rotten job. I shan't, I can't, and I won't.
Poor Mr. Fingers. I mean, that was basically his own voice on the radio. I mean, I know it's just David Firth doing all the voices, except for the little girl in that one. But, like, yeah. It was like his own voice on the radio, too. So the next one is really gross. So if you're easily squicked out, you might want to look away from the screen. It is kind of one of the funnier ones, though. Oh, actually, wait a minute. Let me, supers? We don't have any supers, okay. I mean, yeah, the radio also had subtitles, like, but it weren't squiggly. But yeah, the radio sounded like intrusive thoughts. And we're gonna see him kind of do that in one of the post-MatPat episodes, too. Well, I thought the harshness of the radio, him hallucinating the radio, yelling at him might upset some people, you know. It's like, it can be. This one's just gross visually and
Dear
sound
beloved,
effect-wise.
we are having the most wonderful time. The trenches are decorated with flowers and pleasantries.
So, yeah, it sounds like he doesn't even know, like, what the trenches and what the war even is. Like,
Oh, we're at the Great War, and the trenches are decorated with flowers.
you know, so he doesn't even understand what these things he's saying are, you know? I don't think he understands a lot of the concepts he talks about. I think that's pretty evident. Anyway, yeah, the animation's really good. I'm going to stop interrupting. I just wanted to point that out.
I hope you get well soon.
But
With
it's
love
gross, though.
from the Great War.
Damn, this was an animation upgrade, though. Look at this.
Ow, Daddy, that really hurt.
12 years ago, yes, the original.
Help me, Daddy. Daddy, I'm bothered.
I'm bothered, Daddy.
What a British child.
It's just a bit of a spot of butter, Daddy.
You'd better have a good reason for all this rumpus, Mr. Branches.
Daddy, look what happened to my end bits, Daddy.
Oh, someone's got a poorly. We'll have to get some bubble trumps and vinegar on there before it falls off.
I'm cold out here, Daddy. I'm cold.
Well, you'd better get a move on and start growing out of those branches if you want to come inside.
That's not fair, Daddy.
Oh!
Now it gets gross. This tummy box has been hurting this entire show. Continuity, guys.
I feel my day of reckoning may be approaching. I suppose I'd better alert the correspondence. Bring help.
I don't know if that's
Briskly.
real Morse code or not. Briskly.
Mother always said the scarlet fever would be my final departure.
Did that just fall out of your anus? Scarlet fever was a real thing, yeah. He had an oil baby lump.
I've yearned for this day. I never thought she would arrive. Bottles, nappies, smiles and wee. To my heart you found the key. Baby, Yvonne is born today. The angels say she's here to stay. Ah, you've got your mother's eyes.
Yes, he had a
And
baby.
she was a fair maiden too, make no mistake. I shan't be able to attend the war today, as I am still feeling a little under the weather.
He thinks
Heavens
he
to Betsy, what now?
can get excused from the war with a doctor's note, too. He doesn't know what the war is. He doesn't understand.
You're supposed to be doing your exercise, Yvonne. A lethargic child is a servant to the beast. Heads, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Heads, shoulders. I'm going to be jolly cross with you in a minute.
He's
I
so
think
fucking
we've been
British.
given a duff one, Marjorie.
Give it a duff one. He just called his baby retarded. Very British parenting too, yeah, you're right. Put the child in the home, make him exercise until he's ready to go to primary school.
My condition is worsening, Yvonne. I'm afraid caring for you might be out of my current grasp.
Ah, that's a shame. You were doing a first-rate job.
I'll make some appointments. Home needed for meddlesome child.
Oh, tired of your kid, just sell him. It's very British. Yeah, this is the really old school
Good
English
old
dialect he
Auntie
has.
Bainbridge has agreed to take care of you whilst Daddy is enfeebled. She'll make a fanciful young gentlewoman of you, and she'll have you in farming. Now, did you remember to pack your trestle table? Well, it's too late to go back now.
He talks like a really posh, like, old school British person, too, or English person, too. It's funny.
Auntie Bainbridge! Now there's a rosy rascal. Give us a hug, you old dame.
Backs away from him.
I remember you'd sing me a shilling's worth and then smack my bottom raw for being a fussy fidget pot. All in faded days. Well, I'm just here to
Why? He forgot his storyline.
Clean your windows. That's right. I think I must be. Them's a bit mucky, missus. Should be one for Saturday lads, really. Don't qualm, mind. I'll chuck you this'n for note.
Now he's actually kind of switched to, like, almost a Cockney accent, I guess because he's a window washer now in his brain.
Now I'm an old chimney sweep. I've lost the plot and made up a new one.
He just made the window worse with his oil baby that he doesn't remember what it is. Where did he get that sloppy Joe? And the kid just is like, okay, and it's another day with Mr. Fingers as a fucking neighbor. Jesus Christ. Me when you used my newborn as a sponge. Yeah, exactly.
I see this window and I want it painted black.
Yeah, there's just dead space at the end of this one for some reason. And then I think, yeah, he just gave him a sloppy Joe to make him go away. And I think this was just, like, a little, like, thanks for, like, so many hits video. It's cute.
Hello. Today, I'd like to thank you for 1 million little tiny billiard people that I get to keep in my little billiard box.
Guys, we're all in his little billiard box. Oh my god, we're in his box of friends, guys. This is great.
Hubert Cumberdale.
Hubert Cumberdale, what are you doing
I haven't seen you for 23 years.
When did he make this? 7 years ago? Oh.
I'm really happy. He's got his granddad's teeth.
Thanks for 1 million kids.
Very nice. Very nice, David. Thank you. Thank you.
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. Beatrice had in BoJack Horseman Merc was intense.
Her hallucinations or just her giving birth to BoJack was similar to, Salad popping out an oil baby. I have no idea what popped out of him. We don't even know what Salad Fingers fucking is, guys.
So now we have number 10, birthday.
You could consider this like the season 1 finale, basically. So, and then after that, we will see what MatPat thinks all of this means.
He's just a little lad. He's just a bloke. He don't do nothing wrong. He's a salad man with salad fingers, yes. Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show.
This one, he really upgraded the animation, too. I remember when this dropped.
As it's Hubert's birthday, it would be rather polite if you took a hot bath at Milford Cubicle.
See? Continuity, not just weird for the sake of being weird. Milford
bit
Cubicle is
pooey.
still there. He doesn't have the little dialogue off to the side anymore, though. Stop doing that.
Hubert Cumberdale.
Kind of.
Oh, them's trousers a bit posh, sunshine. And how old are you going to be? They do grow up fast.
Little legs now. So yeah, there is
Who
some...
on earth could that be?
There is some, like,
It's far too early for guests.
strange logic to this, but it is absurdism, you know? It doesn't have a message, is what I'm trying to impart.
Who the devil are you?
MatPat and Chad just said this is Patchman, years after Jordan's spirit science abandoned him. Headcanon accepted.
Let's see what the fingers make of all this.
What do your fingers tell you? What do your salad fingers see?
You appear to be free of all information.
Too smooth, not rusty enough, you can't tell.
I would advise you, young binnikins, not to associate yourself with such an ignorant, textureless pole.
Fingers are called Binnikins, apparently. Of course. Very British.
Are you Hubert's birthday stick? No answer. As I expected.
Come on, who doesn't have a birthday stick on their birthday? Come on.
Come on, Sludgeworth. I won't ask you again. Well, someone's a saggy slumbered chaps. Hold on, this might get your gears in motion.
Definitely motioning my gears. I enjoy this.
Oh dear. Not a smirk. Oh, what a day you've chosen to fall under. Horace, you're in charge until I get back.
Sensible, yes. He's more British than the British, yeah. I mean, new powers. Why do you assume he couldn't always do that?
Don't you crumple your face up at me, Hubert Jason Cumberdale.
He has a middle
We've
name.
a duty to fetch the doctor, since our wandering guest has fallen ill.
Yeah, the background's got an upgrade too in this one.
Now sit tidy and wait for the GP. There he is. Trusty old Dr. Papanak.
He looks very trustworthy.
Just here for the old once-over, Doc. I suppose you'll be checking me for nimpers and camel spots.
Do you still think it's medical-themed porn now, Lado Lacola? I question you.
I know it hurts. Just try and sit still whilst the doctor eats your blood.
Yeah, typical doctor's visit. I don't know, you guys all voted for this. Don't look at me. And next week we're gonna do Crimes New Roman. I'm just gonna do all of them in the order they were voted for now. Charlie!
Well, switch my knickers. We're awfully late. I must have slept for 6 Mondays.
I doubt you switch your knickers very often, Salad Fingers. You don't seem like you would. They're probably very crusty. Oh, Blitzo would love this party.
Christ in Staples. Horace, I said you could bring one friend.
Why do you just assume these are all his friends? Because they're all horses? It's kind of racist, Salad Fingers. I think Crimes New Roman is going to be more disturbing than this.
Mr. Cubicle, what's become of your outer casing?
Fuck long were you asleep?
You're but a hollow structure.
You're but a hollow structure. God, I love the dialogue.
You foul creatures. When I find which one of you wretched beasts consumed Mr. Cubicle's flesh, oh, there'll be heavens to pay. Go on, bugger off, the bloody lot of you. Get out of my house. You again.
Birthday poll is still
I bet
here.
you're the ringleader here, aren't you? You should feel a great shame for this outcome, sir. A great shame.
Shame.
Oh, I see you've invited the whole platoon. Is this remaining seat reserved for me?
I guess you could assume so. Yeah, this is every family reunion. This is what Thanksgiving feels like in America. And he really did pull out all the stops on this one for the time.
For me? I thought you'd all forgotten.
Remember your time loop theory for later, Space Frog. They used the skin of Milford Cubicle to make him a hat! Isn't that lovely? Even the barbecue apron.
I shall wear it from here to the grave. What a truly special day.
I am truly a dapper English gentleman now. It is outer casing. It's on my head now.
Very bubable. Bupable. So that is the 10 episodes that Matthew Patru has based this theory that he did like fucking 9 years ago, Jesus Christ, on. So, oh wait, oh god, it's a separate video for episode 10. Oh, there's actually 2 videos for us to watch, you guys. So, I hope you all enjoyed that.
At Miss Jasmine 305 sent a super chat, Latex. Where we at in the Salad Fingers saga?
We just finished the first 10 episodes. I mean, if we have time, we could watch this one he did 2 years ago. It's probably MatPat. This is probably before he retired, I think. If it's not him, fuck him. But it's the original theory that I really wanted to watch, just because we had David Firth, like, he got everything completely wrong.
At Dino Nuggy 22 sent a super chat, without going MatPat. I believe Soured Fingers is the only survivor after his home got hit with a nuclear bomb. So traumatized by what happened he developed schizophrenia. But that it's nothing deeper.
I honestly think you're putting too much structure on it. I mean, I know I'm a very, like, structuralist kind of when it comes to things. But, like, I really don't think there's, I mean, because there's a bunch of other people in the wasteland, too. So it's like, I really think it's just supposed to be surrealism and absurdism, and you're not supposed to think about it on a logical level. You're supposed to think about it on a vibes level, you know? Like there is no what's really going on here, or some big secret lore, or some hidden story to find, and that is basically what is wrong with MatPat's theory. So let me just read this. I'll just read it in the Salad Fingers voice.
Now that traffic has slowed down, I can confirm that MatPat's Salad Fingers theory was ridiculous and nothing close to what I intended.
Hey, Billy Donuts, you wuss. You came when we just finished the first 10 episodes. We're gonna start them all over again to traumatize Billy. I'm just kidding. But yes. As most of what the fuck, of Salad Fingers is still more sense than anything Lorch has ever said. True, very true. So, let's, I remember only parts of this, so let's see what Matthew Patru, like nearly a decade ago, had to say about what we just watched.
If you thought Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared was the most disturbing stuff on YouTube, think again.
Salad Fingers is the grandpappy of that. Come on.
Yeah, right, Salad Fingers.
Hubert Cumberdale, fancy seeing you here.
Hello, Internet. Welcome to Film Theory, giving myself nightmares just to explain a decades-old web series. And that's no
I'm wondering if this was before or after FNAF, because, like, he really, like, when it came to FNAF, he really started jumping into, like, the creepy stuff. Like, I'm gonna be the lore master of creepy things that scare 12-year-olds, you know? Because before that, he was more of a shitpost, doing, like, the physics of gaming, so...
Exaggeration. I have been
FNAF,
wrecked
okay.
for a week working on this thing, but
Around
man,
FNAF.
what a rewarding series it is to analyze. So as we prepare
really?
to hop right in, let's start with some context. Starting in 2004 and finally ending in 2013 with just
lies! It's still going, Matt!
10 short episodes, Salad Fingers was successfully able to terrify a generation, making it one of the founding fathers of online video terror.
His editing
I
was
kid you
always
not.
over the
I remember
top.
being in high school and everyone daring each other to watch the first
This is how he has very key jangling editing, which is how he probably got really popular with, like, a really younger audience, so...
At Direwolf181 sent a super chat. Is Lily really doing a Ghibli video? Good God.
It's already out. It's been out. She can't monetize it, so all the hits she's gotten won't give her shit. I'm taking my time on reacting to it because I want to rewatch a bunch of Ghibli movies to have them fresh in my head, and I need time to make a thumbnail and everything, so, well, come on, Lily's kind of an event, you know? That's how it always goes.
episode of this. The next day, kids would come back wrecked. I'll admit it, the build-up for how scary this thing was
I was
so
an adult
strong
when it
that
came
I
out,
actually
so.
didn't watch it. Only just picking it up this year to finally satisfy my curiosity, thinking, hey, I've grown up a bit, this shouldn't be nearly as scary as
I'm
it
the
was
horror
when we
guy
were back
now.
in high school. But I was definitely wrong. Freakish imagery, gut-wrenching sound design, and an unsettling story, all packaged in stiff, inhuman animations in the way only early Flash videos can animate. It was, and still is,
a little
the stuff of
overdramatic.
nightmares. Yet despite its obvious scare factor, what's less obvious is the series' plot. With so much of the story being told in fractured pieces by unreliable
What do you mean, what kids watch Salad Fingers? Plenty of kids watch it. Like he just said, kids would be daring each other, ooh, watch this scary video. And sure, when you're like 12, I'm sure this is mind-blowing. I mean, it doesn't really bother me. I like eeriness, I like creepiness, so, I mean, I have since I was a kid, too. So I would have watched this as a kid, are you kidding me?
Characters using abstract symbols, what's actually going on here is a bit of a question. The visuals and sound may be the stuff of
unanswerable,
nightmares, but
MatPat.
the story here is the stuff
This is
of
more
theories,
Lynch and
which
Terry
means
Gilliam.
After all of these years of avoiding watching it myself, it's now my turn to dare you to watch the Salad Fingers series, if you haven't yet.
Don't worry, Tyler. Princess Mononoke is my favorite Ghibli movie, so I'm gonna get her. I might just rewatch Only Yesterday just to be petty and really get her on that one, too. I don't even like Only Yesterday, but she's obsessed with it.
And if you think you can handle it, by clicking right here. It's a little under an hour, and it's well worth it to not only understand this theory, but witness some of the most influential early Flash animations online. Plus, with Halloween around the corner, it'll give you some spooky fun.
Well, if this is your first time seeing Salad Fingers and you enjoy it, I do recommend watching it on your own without me commenting over it, but, I mean, I want to be at least a little transformative, you know?
Right, ready to toss some salad? Let's go. Now, when trying to analyze something as abstract
Toss
as
some
salad
salad,
fingers,
please,
we have to start
MatPat,
with
never
the most
say that
basic
again.
questions and work from there. So where is this story set? Well, we see Salad Fingers roaming a mostly barren wasteland filled with strange mutants and burned out houses, leading many to think that this is a post-apocalyptic universe. However, based on context clues, we can get a lot more specific. When discussing his earlier life, Salad Fingers says,
I used to sing at all the functions.
The thing is, what he's not understanding is Salad Fingers is constantly role-playing as a different person, and we just kind of have to guess from context clues what role he's playing in his little internal narrative at any moment, you know?
At DOMKV sent a super chat. How late am I and how bad is it?
We're just starting the MatPat video. We just watched the first 10 episodes of Salad Fingers, Dio, so if you're already familiar with it, you haven't missed much.
At Direwolf181 sent a super chat.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
anyone remember Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I watched Are You Afraid of the Dark? I watched The X-Files. I watched Erie, Indiana. And I'm like one of the only people who remembers that fucking shit.
Croxley Heath to Cowdenbeath.
both of which are real-world locations in the United Kingdom. He mentions Croxley again, this time
Oh my god, he's British. We never would have guessed.
saying that he listened to it on the radio in episode 8.
If I'm an early bird, I listen to Croxley.
So we know that he lives in the UK, but we can also identify the year. In episode 6, Present, the titular present that he receives is a toy horse that he refers to as
My very own Horace Horse Collar.
Notice that he says, my very own Horace Horsecollar, meaning that Horace Horsecollar is already something in existence. And indeed he is. Horace Horsecollar was the name of a cheerful, know-it-all cartoon character created by Walt Disney back in 1929 as a
So, yeah, this whole how he triangulates dates. He did this shit with Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, too. And it was, like, really, really weak. And it's like, yeah, Salad Fingers just talks in a really, like, old-school, posh dialect. That doesn't mean he's actually from the early 1900s. This could be any time at all. That's just how he talks.
partner to Mickey Mouse in all of his adventures. Basically, he was like...
I know, he's reading... Like I said, when his earlier stuff was more like The Theorizer, if you've ever seen that guy's channel, where it was a wink wink nudge nudge knowing he's being over the top and it was a shitpost and he wasn't really taking it that seriously. And then with FNAF, it was like, he got more like, oh, I'm exposing the real themes and plots behind this in a smart way. And it's like, no, Maddie Patty, no, honey, no, you're not good at that. You were good at shitposts where you used earlobe sizes to say that Rosalina is Luigi's daughter. That was funny. You know?
Earlier version of Goofy, appearing in animations between 1929 and 1942. But we can narrow that range further as we hear Salad Fingers sing both the songs.
And I said this during the Don't Hurt Me I'm Scared one too. I don't hate MatPat. I actually rather like MatPat. I think he's a good guy. I think he was very good at YouTube. I think he's gonna be a senator someday. Maybe run for president. Honestly, I'm not even joking. I'm giggling, but I'm not even joking. Yeah, the Rosalina Theory one was really funny. Like, all his early shit was really funny. Like, I think the Assassin's Creed Leap of Faith one was the first one of his I saw, where he was more like, he was doing the math of the gravity and realized, like, gravity in Assassin's Creed can't work like Earth's gravity. You know, that kind of shit is what he used to do. It was really funny.
Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and We'll Meet Again.
He's a goober, but he's a good guy, you know?
Two songs, both released
I'm gonna pick on him,
1939. And 1939 is a crucial year.
Actually, no, let's have another poll, guys. Let's have another poll. Hang on a second. Who will be president first? And we're gonna have two choices. MatPat or Markiplier. There. It's only on YouTube, unfortunately. Who do you think will be president
it falls
first?
Right between World War I and the start of World War II. Throughout Salad Fingers, our leafy green hero talks frequently about the Great War.
Back from the Great War to leave for the Great War without me.
With various characters coming back from the war, including Kenneth, his younger brother who happens to be a
You can tell I'm already kind of bored of this.
lying in a ditch, and Jeremy Fisher, one of his finger puppets. More on both.
As I pointed out as we were watching, Salad Fingers doesn't even understand what the Great War is. Like, he's reading a letter, it's like, oh, we're all having... he thought he was reading a newspaper article where they're saying, we're having a grand time in the trenches, there's flowers growing everywhere. And like, he's like, oh, you blokes went off to the Great War without me. And when he's writing himself a doctor's note saying, I must be excused from attending the Great War today. You know, he doesn't even understand what the Great War is. It's just a thing he says, you know?
Both of them a little bit later. Salad
Looks like everyone thinks MatPat will be president before Markiplier. Very interesting.
also laments that Kenneth must return to the trenches, the major fighting style of the First World War. It's also worth remembering that in between
Scooty says, "Say, I need you to make that sticker of you in the barrel, your new talk sprite for theory videos." That's actually tempting. I'm sure Kaiser and I could figure out a way to make it, like, move its mouth. Cause Kaiser drew there we go, I was about to put it on screen myself, but that's Cyogenes right there. I said, I was saying that people are right that, streamers are the modern-day philosophers and the modern-day, like, mountain gurus and hermits that people go to for advice. Like, someone like Asmin or someone like me, we would be like a crazy hermit in the woods, you know, back in ancient times. So I said, but me, as far as philosophers go, I would be Diogenes, sitting in my barrel, holding up a plucked chicken and saying, "Behold, a man!"
No one called it World War I, since no one knew a second one was coming just a few decades
for
later.
God's sakes,
As such, while
MatPat.
the US referred to it as the European War during those years, Britain's
Can you believe people ever, like, took him serious? Like, again, I don't hate the guy. I think he's a good guy. I think he's actually very smart when it comes to YouTube and marketing, but dear God, brother, these things you would come up with sometimes, you know?
for calling it the Great War. At least they did up until the 1940s. Based on all of this evidence, we know that Salad Fingers is set in a version of the UK in 1939. One still grappling with the very real effects of the First World War, but right before the outbreak of the second one. Who said a weird web...
Why, Matt, this is why MatPat frustrates me. We're talking about Salad Fingers, and here we have a picture of fucking Hitler next to him. And he's done this unironically. Like, my guy, it's not that deep.
Of the second one. Who said a weird web series about rubbing rust-covered objects with your grotesque leaf fingers wouldn't be educational? And here's where...
And again, if he did it more like the Theorizer, where the Theorizer has, like, this kind of unhinged delivery, so you know it's a joke, you know that he is being ridiculous, coming up with these outrageous theories about pop culture and media. But with MatPat, he speaks with such authority and confidence that people just believed whatever he said, you know?
It's interesting, because remember, based on Horace Collar and the two songs...
Of course he's playing it up for a good click. This is a performance style. I know that. You know, I perform a little bit on stream, too. I mean, I'm myself, mostly, but I'm trying to entertain you, you know? So.
He sings, the time we spend with Salad Fingers is at least 1939, which is 20 years after the end of the Great War. And yet he talks about it like it's still going on. He's delusional, mentally stuck in the past. It's also important to note that we see background paintings of normal people and places, like the one in episode 1, as well as this one of a church in episode 5.
You can't even tell what that is supposed to be. I mean, again, he's like really grasping at straws here to find some kind of concrete meaning when this whole series defies concrete meaning on purpose. You know, again, it has some themes, it has some consistent symbolism, but it isn't trying to deliver some cohesive message, you know?
From flashbacks, we can see that Salad Fingers has experienced things like hair salons, so
you see a giant Hubert Cumberdale next to him. Matt, this is just supposed to be a funny cutaway image. You know, this doesn't mean... Sweetie, this doesn't mean anything. Yes, sometimes the curtains are just blue, MatPat! Sometimes the curtains are just blue!
Has experienced things like hair salons, so there is a real world here.
And again, I don't know if he's just... If he's just, like, grasping whatever he can to write a script, or if he actually believes what he's saying. I can't be sure.
World filled with actual normal-looking people like the...
Salad Fingers is about Salad Fingers and his misadventures in his dreary environment that he is delusionally avoiding.
Kid in episode 2 and his picnic partner in episode 5. In short, the post-apocalyptic wasteland filled with irradiated
Again, the picnic partner being the only person who ever talks to him in her own words, and it makes him freak the fuck out.
That Salad Fingers wanders through is not reality, as many other theories believe. It's how he sees the world.
No, see, I definitely disagree with that. I think the wasteland he lives in is reality, because Salad Fingers' whole thing is being blissfully oblivious to his run-down, depressing surroundings and just coming up with these, like, happy little soap opera stories in his head, you know?
Very clearly, there was a moment in his life during the Great War that caused him to have a break from the existing reality, and he's entered a state of arrested development ever since. Which means that things...
No, you can see, like, we are supposed to understand the environment around him is, like, just devastated and you know, just completely depressing and just, you know... I'm trying to come up with other words for it. Dreary, hopeless, you know? We look at these hopeless surroundings he's in, but he is, like, again, blissfully, delusionally happy and coming up with all these weird little storylines and acting out different parts of them and stuff like that. Desolate, thank you. That's kind of one of the words I was grasping for. But yeah, it's surrealism, it's absurdism, but it isn't exactly weird for the sake of being weird, because I don't like things that are weird for the sake of being weird, so there's definitely something here, but I'm not going to try to give it some sort of cohesive meaning. A lot of people were saying they just sort of relate to it because anxiety and autism, which, yeah, I can see that on that level too. I'm not sure that's exactly what its purpose is, but you are supposed to take away whatever you're gonna take away from it. Because with things like this, even the creator doesn't really know what it means. They're just doing stuff based on visions and ideas in their head. And that's a way I really wish I could write. When I write and come up with anything, I'm very utilitarian, I'm very structurist, I'm very representative in my art. I wish I could be more surreal and come up with just stuff like this that has its own weird structure but defies any sort of actual logic or story structure, really. It's like Silent Hill, where it's like the reality is kind of misty. There isn't any what's really going on, I guess part of me is just really fascinated by stuff like that.
Things start to get complicated in a hurry, because not only is he lost in time, but his personality is also jumbled. While it would be easy to lump all of Salad Finger's actions onto one person, he actually shows himself to hop between various characters and backstories without realizing it. For instance, when speaking with Kenneth, he laments being left behind as the rest of the boys went out to the Great War.
It was frightfully rude of you blokes to leave for the Great War without me.
But then 2 episodes later, we see him writing the equivalent of a teacher's note explaining why he can't come to the front today, implying that he's already been there.
I shan't be able to attend the war today.
Not to mention him speaking...
Well, so at least he understands that Salad Fingers is constantly switching what character he is in his own little internal soap opera that he is making up as he goes along.
Fluent French.
Nabila. Comment t'appelles-tu? Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
In understanding Morse code, both skills a soldier would
Was that real Morse code, though? I'm not sure that it was.
Have from his time during the war, but made especially stranger since he shows that he can neither read nor write, as evidenced by his failed letter writing in episode 9, his made-up letter reading earlier in that same episode, and his willful disregard for Harry the Barbecue Man's name tag in episode 2, instead choosing to name him
Milford Cubicle.
And then joyfully play the flute for him. Like I said, this series is so weird. We also clearly see him giving voice to his own baby.
Ah, that's a shame. You were doing a first-rate job.
And repeatedly slipping into the persona of a flirtatious girl, hitting on sailors back for shore leave.
There'll be trouble in the maidens' quarters.
Oh yeah, he starts out talking like it's his brother, and then he acts like he's a flirty girl, so he's, again, acting like there's a crowd of people here talking to Kenneth, and he's playing all of them.
Maybe you can come and tuck me in tonight, sailor. Stop that.
Talking about washing his petticoats.
It's like you kind of have to just guess what's going on in his disordered brain from the things he says. Which he kind of does here, like Matt puts this conversation together. But again, he's trying to put some grand, cohesive backstory on it that just doesn't exist,
Talking about washing his petticoats.
Probably enough water in here to wash my petticoat.
Which is a girl's underskirt, just so you know. Not many of the beauty gurus talking about their petticoats.
He's like, I know, because I was a theater kid.
These days. And also repeatedly hopping into dresses, whether to sing on stage or get himself married. Then, in the final episode, he enters the forest hoping to find a doctor to look at Milford Cubicle, who, yes, just so happens to wind up as a corpse hanging from the wall.
We've a duty to fetch the doctor, since our wandering guest has fallen ill.
And once the doctor is found, claims the examination for himself.
I suppose you'll be checking me.
We also see moments where Salad Fingers clearly switches from one persona to the next, forgetting the name of one of his favorite puppets, Hubert Cumberdale, and having to make up a new one.
Why, if it isn't, Barbara Logan Price.
Forgetting that he intended to give his baby away to Auntie Bainbridge and deciding to clean the windows instead.
He isn't really explaining these parts of the plot he's referring to very well, so if you haven't watched the series, you'd be a little confused.
Lord Auntie Bainbridge has agreed to take care of you. I'm just here to clean your window.
I mean, we've seen him forget what he's doing and then make up something new before, like when he put the kid in the oven by accident. You know, he just completely forgot all about it.
And with the clear change in attitude indicated
Scott gave Matt too much confidence. Yeah, like, you could say a lot about how the back and forth between Scott Cawthorn and MatPat, like, shaped Five Nights at Freddy's. For better or for worse, you know?
by his facial shift as the doctor brutalizes the horse during the final scenes of episode 10.
I know it hurts.
In short, solving the story of Salad Fingers isn't just figuring out what's going on for one character, it's figuring out the numerous people Fingers gives voice to, decoding—
Yeah, but there isn't a single story here, MatPat. It's just him making up context for what's happening to him in some fantasy world where he's surrounded by people and there's like a little soap opera going on, but his little make-believe stories aren't consistent. Like, the world and him and things that happen to him are consistent across the episodes, but his little internal soap opera stories are not very consistent at all.
Putting what they're saying and then deciding how those actions all fit into one overall narrative. And that's quite a monumental—
The funny thing is I've never played Five Nights at Freddy's, but I have followed, like, the lore and the fandom a lot. I guess I'd consider myself to be in the fandom, but, like, I mean, I've watched, like, Gibby's 8-hour fucking video on the lore, so, you know.
At Dio MKV sent a super chat. Step 1, get inspiration from weird stuff. Mobius.
Oh, do you mean Morbius? It's Morbin time. No, I'm kidding. I'm
At
kidding.
Plasmamu sent a super chat. Hi, Sai.
Hey.
I was late for the Michael Jackson movie and was only able to watch the last 30 minutes due to family. How is the MatPat video going?
Going okay. I'm more just talking about my frustrations with MatPat about how I don't, like, really hate him. Was the Michael Jackson biopic any good? I heard it was kind of like set up for a sequel or some shit, which is dumb. It looked kind of interesting when I saw the trailer, but now I'm just kind of like, eh.
task. So let's actually start with one of the easiest of those characters, which is his younger brother Kenneth. In episode 7, labeled Shore Leave,
It's
the
good?
puppet Hubert
Okay.
Cumberdale digs up a dead body, who Salad Fingers identifies as his brother, back on leave from the Great War. Already you can see how Salad here is a little—
Again, not really Kenneth, but I don't think Kenneth exists. He just makes up people to give context to the things he's seeing. So basically, Salad Fingers comes across a corpse, and his brain immediately comes up with a scenario like, oh, this is my brother Kenneth, back on shore leave from the Great War. You know, like, it's like his trauma response to finding a corpse, you know, it's strange.
little bit of a tossed Salad, as he
Oh, the MG biopic only covers up to the 80s, I think. So they are, like, sequel baiting for a biopic, which seems a little weird.
attributes the digging of the hole to Hubert, a finger puppet, rather than himself, giving us further evidence that he switches between personalities, blacking out what happens in those moments from his own memories.
Nice
Now, during his
transition.
brother's visit, Salad marvels at the women his brother must have chased, recounts details of his own personal singing career, and then ends the visit by kicking Kenneth back.
Oh my god, Atman, could you had a rattlesnake in your backyard? See, I'm glad that I live in a place that doesn't have, like, a ton of poisonous animals. I mean, we have brown recluses. That's probably the worst thing. But the snakes are not poisonous. I had an adventure with a turtle today that I was leaving to go out, and there's a turtle in my driveway. I was like, oh my god, it's a turtle. It was trying to get under my fence, and I walk over, and my cat Monty was right next to it, and I was like, Monty, did you bring this turtle here somehow? I wouldn't be surprised if he did somehow. And I left him in the backyard while I was out, and I came back and found him and got him back over to the pond he probably came from. So it's in the Discord server under Critters, actually. I took a couple of videos.
At Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Will Dolores find Salad Fingers soap opera as engaging as Bruno's rat soap opera?
Excuse me. I choked on my smoke. Can you imagine Bruno and Salad Fingers collaborating on a soap opera? Dolores is just like, aye, after he has this gringo riding with him, it went downhill.
Back into the hole so he can return to the trenches and resume his call of duty. It's about as pleasant of a visit as you can expect from a half-desiccated corpse. Except, there's one flashback
Honestly, vapes usually make me cough more than flour. That was a really hot hit, though. Oh God, I think I used too much on that.
Back in the middle of that visit, that's awfully suspicious. Salad Fingers leads into the flashback by telling a story of how he and his brother used to
Frolicking by the riverside.
We then hear a typical flashback transition, and what we see instead is our green friend rolling out a measuring wheel and talking to a tree.
21 yards from the front door today.
I am smoking blue
Quite
cheese
frolicking
right
by
now,
the
if
river
you're
with
curious.
his brother, right? Well, maybe
Blue cheese has been kind of my thing lately. There's a local grower here that makes like a really good one of it.
is. What if his brother is the tree? Or more accurately,
What
if his brother is buried under the tree? I propose to you that the younger brother, Kenneth, never fought in the war at all, and instead died young, perhaps even in childbirth, only to
Oh, see, now he's just making up shit like, oh, what if Salad Fingers had a dead brother and that's why he named the corpse Kenneth and said it was his brother? No, Matt! He just makes up shit. He just makes up scenarios for what he's seeing around him. Even when he's in his little cupboard hug box, he's just making his fingers walk and he's making up who his fingers are, you know?
to be buried under this tree.
Oh, don't compare MatPat to iPost. Come on, he's not that bad.
21 yards away from Salad Fingers' front door. And
My lungs cannot be stopped. You guys know how loud I am.
beyond just the obvious flashback, there are smaller clues to this being the true story. First, notice that the episode is labeled Shore Leave, and yet Salad Fingers says Kenneth is headed back to the trenches. As a member of the US Royal Navy, Kenneth shouldn't be dealing with trenches, as his battles would be mostly fought at sea. So
Matt, that's because he doesn't know what he's talking about. He doesn't even know what war is. So, yeah, he's just repeating words he's heard like a child, you know? And he doesn't actually know what they are, and he's making up his own context. So he's like, everyone went off to the Great War without me, and now he's on shore leave. I think, did he say US Royal Navy? Hang on. He might have said British, yeah, I think he said British Royal Navy.
notice that the episode is labeled Shore Leave, and yet Salad Fingers says Kenneth is headed back to the trenches. As a member of the US Royal Navy, Kenneth shouldn't be—
Oh, he did say US. Matt. Yeah, he thought the trenches were patches for flowers. Does he think going off to the Great War means gardening, I wonder? It's the Great War where they dig trenches and plant flowers. So, Matt, you just said it takes place in the UK. Matt, you! A lot of the time he did have other people writing for him and he just read the script, though. But yeah, this is pretty sloppy. I can see why David Firth was just watching this like, no, man, no. And as funny as it is that David Firth said this, I did find a follow-up tweet where he's like, don't get me wrong, I like that people are, you know, invested in my art and want to pick it apart. He's like, I appreciate that, you know? But MatPat got everything wrong. Yeah.
dealing with trenches, as his battles would be mostly fought at sea. So either it's a factual error here, or a fabricated memory by Salad Fingers dreaming up his dead younger brother as some sort of
Or Salad Fingers is an unreliable narrator who doesn't even understand the words he's using, which is what is heavily implied.
Our hero getting all the ladies. But that's not all. Let's look at the tree itself. You see, this—
Oh yeah, I call it a box turtle in my little video, but it was a painted turtle, and they're pretty fast.
wouldn't be the only time that we see this tree associated with babies. During a dream sequence at the top of episode 9, Salad Fingers has a conversation with that same tree.
And Felicia says, the Royal Navy Division did fight on land, MatPat. Does he think the Navy is just always on the ocean, no matter what? What does he think Marines are?
Which now sprouts a face and complains about wanting to come inside to escape the cold. The difference, though, is that this time the tree calls him Daddy.
I'm cold out here, Daddy. I'm cold.
And when Salad Fingers refuses to help Mr. Branches, saying that the baby needs to grow out of its branches to come inside, it wraps itself around its stomach, ending the dream and leading to a scene where Fingers actually gives birth. In fact, when you look across all 10 of Salad Fingers' episodes, baby imagery is everywhere. From Salad Fingers finding a baby carriage for his nettles and starting to lactate in episode 3, to him being attacked by the baby tree and literally giving birth in episode 9. But probably the clearest—
And his tummy box hurting for most most of the series. I mean, it is kind of oddly set up in a way, yes. But I don't think it has any grand thing to say about parenthood like he's about to claim.
The place that we see it is in episode 4, Cage, where Salad Fingers is literally followed around by an embryo. And that's no exaggeration. Just
I don't
look
think that's an embryo, per se. How many embryos do you know have been lobotomized?
at this thing. The large folded over forehead, the veins visible under the skin.
I think it's just a Jonan Vasquez MatPat.
It looks exactly like a baby in the womb. It even
Exactly.
makes baby noises.
Yeah, exactly
throughout the
like
episode.
one.
But the giveaway here is in the eyes. Salad Fingers may be abstract in its art style, but it's not sloppy with its imagery. Pay careful attention to the eyes.
Yes, you're right, but for the wrong reasons.
Of the characters who appear throughout the series. The living characters, like Salad Fingers, Auntie Bainbridge, Varsity Jacket Kid, and Milford Cubicle prior to his death, all have normal-looking eyes. The puppets all have button-like eyes. And
Oh my god, he really is fucking reaching here. This is just... God, MatPat, did you make slop before slop was really a thing? I mean... I guess he's trying. I want to think he's not this dumb, though, you know?
this guy is the only one to have misshapen black dots, just like the eyes of a developing...
But yeah, but he gave that child from episode 1 the role of Auntie Bainbridge when he went to go give the child away and then decided he was a window washer.
I mean, just compare the two. Look at an embryo.
Yeah, what about Mabel's eyes?
Look at this character. They are one and the same. But what does it all mean? Well, in Cage, we see Salad clearly disturbed by this thing following him around. He starts the episode eager to find France because, as he says,
I've always wanted to go there.
But once he realizes he's being chased by the embryo, he immediately puts off his goal for another day, returning home to hide. And it's not like this thing is menacing. Quite the contrary, he's actually incredibly friendly, with hearts appearing around it when it speaks to Salad Fingers and proposing to him with a ring. Sure, it also lures him out of the house with a grubby tap, leading him to a bear trap and locking him into that titular cage. But hey, it was
AI level theory, but this was all just MatPat himself, guys. MatPat himself perfected AI slop before it even was a thing. God bless this man. He's gonna be a senator one day.
For love. I swear, I did it all for love. The episode ends with Salad disappearing, flying away on a tap, once again wearing his beret to find France, while the embryo sits there and cries.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if by this point even he had other writers and didn't really double check any of the information and just read the script. Yeah, he did do that, especially later on, so...
It's a bizarre sequence, but also one that seems pretty literal.
At the same time, this was his business, so, you know, I'm kind of like, you play the game, but still, you could have done a better job here.
This and the tree, it's the second time that we see Salad Fingers actively walking away from babies looking for affection. In fact, the presence of the baby prevents Salad...
Now, see, I don't think he's wrong to pick up on this theme of children and childhood throughout Salad Fingers. I don't think he's wrong to pick up on that, but I don't think the pieces are meant to fit together either. And he's, like, really trying too hard to, like, find some sort of hidden lore or hidden plot here when it just isn't that kind of work. It doesn't have a hidden plot. It's not supposed to. Yeah, that's not what it's doing.
Fingers from pursuing his dream of finding France and literally traps him, which shows how Salad's psyche views having kids. It's a metaphor that continues in episode 9, where having baby Yvonne starts as a happy moment, but then quickly turns sour as the baby doesn't listen to him and instead slowly starts to kill him, to the point that the enfeebled Salad Fingers is stuck in a wheelchair and decides to give her away. Time and time again throughout this series, we see Salad Fingers turning away from children, running away from them, trapped by them, and in some instances, outright killing them, as is the case with the boy that he accidentally locks in the oven. One of the few events in the series that we can actually confirm is a real occurrence, since we see the letter from his Letterman jacket buried in a pile of junk midway through the final episode. But what?
I mean, all of it is happening. He's not hallucinating these other people. You can see how they react to him, too, because like when he went to see the kid again, the kid just backed away from him, and that maybe feeds into my theory that people just don't talk to him, because when he does hear other people talk, he freaks the fuck out.
What does it all mean?
Also, David Firth just put in an Easter egg to earlier episodes. Whoa.
this point, we've covered about half the episodes, meaning that there's still quite a bit to go. And the hardest questions are yet to come, including the identities of his mysterious finger puppets and the super dark
They don't really have identities, you just made them up.
imagery of the final ending. So I know you're gonna hate me for it, but I have to call this one a two-parter. So first, make sure that you're notified for part
whatever
2
we do,
of
guys,
the
you're gonna have
Salad
to wait
Mouse
to
over
part
this
2.
rusty
Okay, yes, shut up, Matt, alright? Watch the second half now. Were there any supers? No, okay. Most likely there's David Firth putting in baby stuff into his work because he finds it creepy and disturbing. I don't think it's any deeper than that. Yeah, and there's something to be said, too, where somebody can just make something like this and kind of put in symbolism and themes they didn't even, like, intend to. They kind of do it unconsciously. I think that's possible. But, like, trying way too hard, it's like when people would annoy J.R.R. Tolkien by telling him, well, obviously your work is an allegory for World War I, and he was like, I fucking hate allegories, shut up, you know? You know? Oh, is he doing a bit at the opening here? He's probably doing a bit. He did this a lot in his openings. It's kind of cute.
The wait is finally over, Salad Fingers. It's finally time.
Pardon?
Time for part 2 of your theory. Do it now. Do it now. Do it now.
See, like, shit like that is cute, you know? That's one reason to like MatPat. Like, he did put in effort, I will say. Even when his theories were really dumb, he put in effort.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, and I hope you're ready because in honor of Halloween, it's time we head once more into the twisted mind of Salad Fingers. Last episode, we established that Salad Fingers is set in the UK during the year 1939.
UK?
Trapped in his own mind and forced to relive various memories from World War I.
Yeah, all of this was bullshit, Matt, but
Trapped by and abandoning babies, and how his fractured mind constantly hops between different
Do you not like MatPat's mouth words?
personalities. But what does it all mean? How do these individual pieces add up to one overall narrative? And what the heck
They
is the
don't,
ending?
Matt!
You've had to wait long enough,
They
so
don't add up to an overall narrative, Matt! That's the point, Matt! That's the point! I'm begging you!
let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into it. When looking at the 10 episodes of Salad Fingers, there's a definite shift midway through the series. The first 5 episodes are filled with bizarre moments, unexplained events, strange characters, and veiled plot lines, but it's in episode 6, Present.
There's no veiled plot line, Matt. There's no veiled plot lines. Matthew Patru, please. Ugh. How did I ever watch him? Oh no, the super chats are breaking on me. Can't leave Miss Jasmine out in the dark here. Not letting me fix it though. Wait, I think usually reloading the overlays works. Hello? Hello? It might skip you, I'm sorry, but Miss Jasmine says, Maticus Paticus has a lot of enthusiasm, and that's great, but sometimes he's just wrong, and that's okay. yeah.
That things start to feel...
Again, I don't hate the guy, and I think he was good at what he did, but he just drives me fucking crazy sometimes.
Here. Much more intentional. It's this episode that makes it clear that the random, disturbing moments sprinkled through the series aren't just there for shock value, but rather possess a deeper meaning crucial to unraveling the plot of it all. The episode revolves around the first of the finger puppets, Jeremy Fisher, giving the titular present of a horse to Salad Fingers. A gift that seems completely arbitrary until we see old Horace Horsecollar appear again in one of the final and most gruesome moments from the series. Episode 10's visit to Dr. Papanak, where the doctor is launched through the air and latches onto the side of the horse, tearing into his stomach.
That's more of its side than its stomach, but okay.
As an animal lover, it's brutal to watch as the horse stares at Salad Fingers and cries.
I'm also an animal lover too, but like, nut up, MatPat.
So clearly these moments are highly symbolic, but symbolic of what?
I shouldn't be so mean. He seems like a sensitive theater kid boy, so.
Exactly. Well, let's hop back into episode 6 to figure it out. Jeremy Fisher appears and Salad greets him by saying,
Jeremy Fisher, I thought you were out fighting the Great War.
So apparently it's a surprise to see that Jeremy has returned home from the war so early, but this is—
Lionel Lucola says, at least MatPat isn't like reviewers / content creators who are full on spouting misinformation. I mean, he is, but I don't think he's doing it on purpose. He just wants to make an interesting video, you know? But I think sometimes he was just more focused on making an engaging video than he was actually analyzing media. You know what I mean?
This is a line that takes on a whole new tone just a few minutes later when, in the same episode, Salad—
Oh yeah, I don't think there's a malicious bone in Matthew Patcher's body, you know? I really don't.
Jeremy Fisher, I thought you were out fighting the Great War.
Things have gotten serious in a hurry, but why is Salad Fingers suddenly so aggressive towards Jeremy? To truly understand that, we need—
Evie says MatPat is literally he's a little confused, but he's got the spirit. Yeah, Very, very good point.
To first piece together their conversation. And piece together is an accurate description because—
Now this is at least convenient that he edits this together, so let's watch this part. This is his, like, 1W.
Believe it or not, the conversation happens in 2 chunks, separated out and removed from one another. One side of the conversation happens when Salad is out playing with Horace Horsecollar at the local toilet, and the second half is in the house directed at the finger puppets. What seems like 2 fragmented streams of thought, when spliced together, actually gives us one completed conversation between Jeremy and an angry father, both played by Salad Fingers' fractured mind. Here it is, properly laid out.
Jeremy Fisher, I thought you were out fighting the Great War. Pardon? I'd like a word with you. I don't understand. I'm not one for accusations, but this one's cast iron. What is this? I've seen you tailgating my daughter with aspirations of deflowering her rose. No, this isn't true. You've got the wrong bloke, Squire. I don't make mistakes, comrade. This one's textbook.
Flash to Salad Fingers eating a version of himself.
I mean, I couldn't tell you what the fuck it means. I don't know. But that is a really cool, like, detail of the episode, I feel.
And you're left with crystal clear storytelling, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know about you, but it makes so much more sense now. Yeah, right. What we see in this pivotal moment from the series is a father figure—
See, here's the thing. Even when he's stupid, he's charming, god damn it. This is why he'll make a good politician. He's charming and he can spout utter bullshit while sounding confident.
You're actively threatening a former soldier, Jeremy, for trying to seduce and deflower his daughter. Deflower, you know, take a roll in the hay with her, create the beast with 2 backs, break out the old horizontal mambo. Alright, enough of roast the old—
Oh my god, he was doing dad jokes before he was even a dad. This man is that corny.
hot dog. I'm done now. Remember, this is Salad rehashing past memories, so the fact that he eats his puppet in the end, or cannibalizes the head of some other Salad Fingers, seems to indicate that this conversation didn't quite end all that well for Jeremy.
Yeah, the old devil's tango, a bit of the in and out, you know what I mean?
Maybe, but it seems like the father's fears about Jeremy might have been well-founded. You see, think for a minute about the horse Jeremy gives to—
And now, I'm starting to remember. I'm starting to remember what he says, though. After that 1W, guys, he's going to take, like, he's just gonna fall right down the staircase of L's and come up with something completely stupid. I'm remembering now. Here we go.
Might have been well-founded. You see, think for a minute about the horse Jeremy gives to Salad, and then remember the fact that it appears again in a doctor's office to have its stomach ripped out. Knowing what we know about the accusations against Jeremy, let's say for a second that he is indeed trying to deflower this young girl, and what's more, that he succeeds in doing so. Under this context, Jeremy giving Salad Fingers the present of a horse is symbolic of him getting the girl pregnant. Likewise, that means she would need to go see a doctor to have things taken care of, be it giving birth, or, on the flip side, having the baby aborted, and that—
Yeah, he is now pulling a Salad Fingers himself, and just pulling a soap opera-like story completely out of his ass, to try and explain all of the weird dialogue. Oh, it gets worse! It gets worse, guys! And again, let us remember he is just a stupid white boy. He doesn't know what he's doing, okay? Matthew Patru is not malicious. He's just a moron.
That's the memory we see Salad relive in episode 10.
Gingerveer in chat says, horse equals baby? What is this, mouthwashing? What is this, a crossover episode?
As at the doctor's office, Salad...
He's making a creepypasta out of a creepypasta. You're right, that is exactly what the fuck he's doing here.
And having the baby aborted. And that's the memory we see Salad relive in episode 10. As at the doctor's office, Salad once again flips through a couple personalities where he starts as the girl getting examined by the doctor.
I suppose you'll be checking me for nimpers and camel spots.
A girl who really enjoys her examination a whole lot. Before snapping into a new persona, this time that of the mother encouraging her daughter while the baby is being born.
I know it hurts. Just try and sit still whilst the doctor eats your blood.
Ah, the miracle of childbirth at the hands of the Swiss Army knife doctor. And for as gruesome as this scene is, we can confidently say that she gives birth, since the title of this episode is Birthday. So we're now left with
He has a talent for not only, finding puzzle pieces and putting them together completely wrong, but, ripping off things that aren't even puzzle pieces and trying to put them in as part of the puzzle. He just has a talent for just taking all the wrong things away from something. It's kind of impressive in an odd way. And again, because he's not a horrible person, it is still a little charming. But it's like, Matt, come on, Matt, come on. If we were both teenagers in a basement, a little drunk, having this conversation, I'd just be staring at you like I want to die right now. Bro, we can tell no one that you said this.
the million-dollar question. Whose birthday is it? Why, it's none other than our good friend, the second and most crucial finger puppet, Hubert Cumberdale. There are actually plenty of hints to confirm this sprinkled throughout the videos. Not only does Salad Fingers tell us at the beginning of episode 10 that it is Hubert's birthday today,
as it's Hubert's birthday,
but also, in a very short scene after the doctor's visit, we see the important visual of Hubert being abandoned on the ground, surrounded by branches. Now, as I covered last episode, baby imagery is everywhere in this series, especially babies being abandoned, with Mr. Branches.
I mean, the whole babies being neglected thing is just kind of British-isms. You know, people like, oh, I'm too poorly to raise my child. I'm just going to sell him to Auntie Bainbridge to be a farmer. You know, like, I think it's less theme and more just Britishisms.
From episode 9 being one of the strongest examples. So to depict Hubert lying there amongst a bunch of broken branches, all while a tree has somehow grown between Salad Finger's legs, is an important visual symbol. Hubert is clearly the baby.
Well, I mean, also he has, like, scruffy facial hair, and the guy in the house is skeletonized by that. A lot of time passes.
Important visual symbol. Hubert is clearly the baby. But there are other—
I don't even know how it does get weirdly racial. Again, guys, please, listen, he's a stupid white boy, okay? I apologize on his behalf. Alright, he doesn't mean it. He doesn't mean it. But how did you come to how did you even reach this conclusion? I don't even understand. Oh, he does not understand British humor. Oh my god, he doesn't know.
Other hints sprinkled throughout the series as well. For instance, in episode 8, Salad, adopting the voice of a scolding parent, kicks Hubert off the bed into a tray of muck, saying,
"Scrub that muck off at once, Hubert Cumberdale. I'll have no dirty immigrants in my house."
It's not just an insult, it's pointing to the fact that Hubert was born of a black father, Jeremy Fisher, which, during the World War I—
Matt. Matt, please, Matt. Matt, you're embarrassing me as a white person. Matt, stop! You're making us look bad! Oh, because MatPat threw Hubert Cumberdale in the chamber pot and said I won't have any dirty immigrants in my house. That must mean he had a black father. Because all black people in the UK during World War II were immigrants? No, Matt, no, that's not historically accurate. Matt! Guys, please, I'm begging you guys, I told you he's just a stupid white boy, he doesn't know what he's saying, okay? Just let this one go. I'll talk to him later. It's like, I want to like you, man. I do like you. I do like you, MatPat. I do like you, but you drive me crazy sometimes. I told you it gets worse.
An insult, it's pointing to the fact that Hubert was born of a black father, Jeremy Fisher, which during the World War I era was a big deal. This was a time in history when immigration into the UK was on the rise due to the war. As a result, what's known as scientific racism flourished, a time in which white...
Why? Matt, we're supposed to be talking about salad fingers! How did you get here? I wonder how your teachers in high school felt. Like, I wonder how your essays were when you get so wildly far away from the topic you started at. Why are we talking about eugenics? We're supposed to be talking about salad fingers. Matthew, please. Well, he is gonna loop back around to saying that Hubert Cumberdale is salad fingers, so he's saying salad fingers is half black, I guess. I told you, this is just stupid white boy behavior, okay?
At DinoNuggy22 sent a super chat. Oh shit, this is all coming back to me now. I remember watching this and I am like, wait, huh?
Yeah, I was like, I knew for some reason I was prefacing this with he's just a dumb white boy, and it was coming back to me too.
At Miss Jasmine305 sent a super chat, ignoring all of that, for a second. I made baked mac and cheese for dinner. Peace sign
Sounds
emoji.
good. Sounds really good.
At Super Easy Walker sent a super chat. Sai should make reparation now through taxes.
Yeah, right. I need to give Cryo and Miss Jasmine and Replica Rabbit super chats instead now. In reparations.
Europeans used false scientific claims to prove that they were the superior race. Things like saying that the Caucasian brain was anatomically larger than other races.
Matt,
or
why? Matt, why?
Overall intelligence. That, coupled with the increased immigration caused by the war, resulted in attitudes like the one Salad Fingers expresses in this moment. It's a key point of seeing Hubert ostracized by his own family because of his parentage. It's even
Again, I don't even know how he arrived here. I can't tell you. You know?
reflected in the way
It's like MatPat is our DoorDash driver, and we're looking at the app, and he's like 10 miles away, going in the wrong direction over state lines or something, you know?
Hubert tastes. In episode 2, we see that Hubert...
Oh, you taste like Sutton poo.
Again...
Matt, please. Matt.
Indicating a different status than someone like Marjorie, who tastes like...
sunshine dust.
Hubert is simply considered dirty.
This is what trying to write a plot for an abstract piece does to a motherfucker.
Dirty or unclean. So how does this all fit with the ending? As a refresher, Salad Fingers encounters a table with 5 other salad finger-looking creatures, except each is physically mutilated in some way. At the head of the table is a 6th chair, empty and presumably for him. Salad is visibly uncomfortable at first until a mysterious...
Yeah, I wish I had some ayahuasca right about now.
...pole lowers down with a gift, a hat made out of the remains of the now...
Oh, the only reaction we had from David Firth was just, it's ridiculous and nothing close to what I intended, so yeah.
Dead Milford cubicle. The present makes him feel at home, and the series ends with him saying in triumph,
I shall wear it from here to the grave. What a truly special day.
So WTF? Seriously, we just saw a horse get ripped apart, and now this?
I'm saying WTF to what the fuck you even took away from this, Matthew Patru.
Our big ending? Well, yes. Actually, and here's why. Salad Fingers is Hubert Cumberdale, the child born out of wedlock that never found his place.
Oh, I've been smoking this entire stream, don't you worry.
Always being ostracized by a family that never wanted him in the first place. And this ending shows that he finally feels as though he's found acceptance, a place where he fits in. He's found his family. Granted, it's a family of deformed mutants who don't actually acknowledge his existence, but hey, it's enough for...
And again, I couldn't even begin to tell you what this ending is supposed to mean. I'm not gonna try, you know? So he's trying very hard to find some explanation, but there isn't supposed to be one, you know?
For him, and who am I to take that away from our little green hero? So first, how do we know that Hubert and Salad Fingers are one and the same?
Yeah, you're right, this whole theory is an absurd art piece, yeah.
Well, it's worth noting that after the doctor scene in the forest, Hubert, as we discussed, gets left behind. Suddenly, when Salad Fingers is back at the house, the birthday party is no longer for Hubert, it's for him. He's the one the presents are for, and he's also the one excited about how the other guests remembered him on his big day.
Bad Lies says, I think it's like Alice's tea party nonsense slipping into madness. Yeah, you could really compare a lot of this to Alice in Wonderland.
For me?
Like, I'm not even joking, you could.
I thought you'd all forgotten.
It's also worth noting that randomly, Hubert is wearing a top hat in this episode. And what gift does Salad get at the very end of the video? A similar looking top hat. But it goes beyond that. The Hubert
But it's made out of a guy!
puppet is also the only one to be able to change forms, becoming black goo that burns to...
You guys are right, it's like his only successful party when it's just a bunch of other hymns that are like barely functional.
Touch. Unlike the other finger puppets, this one is supernatural, a construct of Salad Fingers' mind, unlike the other characters which are more grounded in reality.
Sure they are, yeah.
At Dino Nugget 22 sent a super chat. Take a shot every time MatPat loses the plot.
You would go to the hospital.
Hubert is also seen the most, and is one that we see in life-size scale multiple times, even sharing Salad's own memories. But despite all of this, he also tends to only interact with Salad Fingers' true personality, none of the other characters that Salad Fingers...
Does he have a true personality? I'm not even sure that he does, to be honest. But yeah, Hubert Cumberdale seems to be the one that's like antagonistic to Salad Fingers. It's, yeah.
Hops between. Both Marjorie and Jeremy interact with other personalities, the angry father, the disappointed husband, but Hubert seems mostly connected to the true Salad Fingers. So if that's all the case, then it makes sense why this ending is so moving for Fingers. In episode 8, we see just how lonely he is, so much so that he keeps a memorial of hairs, 5 different hairs, each one a different shade and color.
You all look so beautiful together.
Beautiful.
A gay little quintet.
They're mementos of his lost family. At the end of the episode, he's forced to get rid of them, something that is so devastating that he ends the episode by crying in the corner of his safety cupboard. So we have 5 hairs, but also 5 different people.
Oh, Garbo, you're saying his real personality is whenever he's like rubbing rust to him? Probably.
At that final table? Coincidence? I think not. In the end, I have no solid proof, but I can only assume that this...
You have not even anything, Matt! You just based that on nothing, really.
Meant to be Salad Fingers being reunited with the 5 people in his life who've abandoned him in some way. People who've either died or disowned him. Scenes that we've witnessed across the series. Some combination
buzz
of
through the whole thing so it looks like you're coming to some grand conclusion.
France, afraid of being caged by a baby. Kenneth, his younger brother from Shore Leave, who either died young or during the Great War. Auntie Bainbridge, probably represented by the gray hair, and the most likely candidate for the voice of Roger the Radio. A woman cold and unforgiving to Salad Fingers as he was growing up. Marjorie Stewart...
No, I don't think he's necessarily wrong about that, where these hairs and the voice on the radio represent, like, the different personalities he slips into. But if those people ever actually existed is kind of, like, impossible to say, you know? So...
He was growing up. Marjorie Stewart Baxter, Salad's wife from episode 9, the wife who left him to care for their baby alone, and then Yvonne, the baby he just didn't know how to handle.
Where are you even getting any of this from? Like, I think FNAF broke him, you know?
And had to give away. Maybe even his mother, who, if the episode 10 doctor's appointment is any indication, potentially died in childbirth. 5 hairs and 5 lost loved ones. Run away.
And now you just completely changed the meaning of the doctor tearing apart the horse from the first thing you said, so... You're just floundering here at the end, Matt.
Ed were disappointed, leaving Salad Fingers, or should I say Hubert, alone in his made-up reality, stuck in time and trapped in his own unforgiving wasteland. That's
5 hairs at MatPat's.
why the final moment is so important. The platoon is all there, and the gift he's given is a hat, a friend hat, like the one he gave to Hubert back in episode 5. He's finally accepted. He's found his place at the table. It's as though Salad Fingers has finally come to grips with—
Again, yes, these are recurring themes and symbols, but I don't think they're meant to be put together the way he's trying to do that.
who he is, leaving the puppet behind in the woods and being born again into his true role as Hubert. So the episode titled Birthday actually has a double meaning. Green monsters deserve some love too.
Oh my god, he just blew my mind there, MatPat.
Truly special day.
You
But
exhaust me,
hey,
sir.
that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
You drive me crazy, sir. I don't even know how he wrote all that down or had somebody else write it all down and then read that and said, yeah, this is my video this week. But hey, that was just a bunch of bullshit I said. Again, though, I don't hate the guy. He's not a bad person. He's just kind of incompetent, you know? In not even an offensive
At
way.
and Christine sent a super chat. MatPat just randomly generates a random historical fact and then randomly genre rates kids' horror media, and that's how he makes his vids.
I could believe that. I think he might have some interest in history and stuff too, so he just kind of gets a little spurgy about it. You know, that's kind of the impression I get. So I guess as our palate cleanser, unless we want to watch some of the more modern ones, we'll watch the rest of Salad Fingers now. And Glass Brothers got to be a great one to start on. Again, squick factor, especially in these later episodes, they all get a lot more gross. So just, viewer beware. 14, really, Glass Brothers 14 minutes? I think this is like, say, Birthday came out 4 years ago. When did Glass Brother come out? Supported by the Patriots. 7 years ago. Okay, so maybe that was a remaster up here. No, so 4 years ago, 7 years ago. I'm confused. But I know there was a big... So yeah, I know his theory... Okay, well, the one we just watched came out 9 years ago. Okay. So there was like a big gap between episodes 10 and 11. It was at least a couple of years. I remember that. Because I was surprised and very happy to see that it was continuing. Because, like, I mean, I think everybody assumed Birthday was the last one, that he was going to end it at 10, you know, because then he kind of stopped making them for a while. But they did always come out kind of, like, you know, with a long gap anyway, so, but it was still, and I think this is when he really just fully switched animation styles. So it's really gross, but it's also really impressive, so let's go. I remember watching this when it dropped. And honestly, he'd be even more insufferable with his theories if this one had come out when he made that last video. But yeah, I would definitely recommend pausing eating your mac and cheese, Miss Jasmine, for this one, and for is it Crows? Is there one where he digs up like the dog corpse? Yeah, that one. Probably not very appetizable.
Well, hello, Mr. Fingers.
Looking good.
There you are. I've got a collection of...
Did he make a film theory about Steven Universe? Please, don't do this to me.
little buggers.
You guys already want me to watch Hezu reviews, Hezu videos, please.
Who've been waiting to see you.
It's like a
I
reintroduction.
thought I told you to get a haircut, Marjorie Stewart Baxter.
Hair does look shorter.
When you disobey me, this is what it comes to.
And look at that animation upgrade. Again, I think by now, I think he switched to Toon Boom. I don't know if he mentions it here, but I think he switched to Toon Boom by now.
Oh, I suppose you find this amusing, do you, Hubert Cumberdale?
It's Toon Boom or something similar.
You're the best behaved, Jeremy Fisher. You'll be first in the bathtub tonight.
Oh, Hubert Cumberdale finds that
Don't
sad.
give me those tears now. You'll never be a real boy, Hubert Cumberdale.
There's this crummy little shack. He's gonna make Hubert Cumberdale a real boy, everybody.
I think you're about ready to grow up a little, don't you?
Oh, the crunchy sounds aren't even gonna be the worst thing, Direwolf. So you wait till he starts making, his real boy. Now he always beefs with Hubert. Just, what happens? He's got all these little pieces of flesh in a drawer, as you do. It is a little bit like Pinocchio, in a way.
Well, who's that little dazzling dreamboat? What's your number, sugar cheeks, thunder thighs? Ladies and gentlemen, a new, improved Hubert Cumberdale, the
What's
real
improved?
boy.
He's a real boy now.
I just want to dance on the rooftops for all to see. I'm fresh and ready for life.
He's giving birth again. He likes this one.
I'm a big boy now.
They grow up so fast, don't they? And he's already running about and playing with all the other little girls and boys. I've surely been blessed by the soft hand of our great provider. Oh, you're just a glass brother. You wouldn't understand.
Talking to his reflection there. Oh.
You're a stupid boy.
Yes, Mother. I am a stupid boy. I'm sorry, Mother.
Fetch me a bowl of porridge.
Yes. Glass, Mother.
I wonder if this was specifically, like, a response to MatPat's theory. He's like, oh, you want him to have family members, huh?
At Direwolf181 sent a super chat. Oh god, the crunchy
Told you
sounds
it
I'm
gets
listening
worse.
but
It gets worse.
At Kwaisu sent a super chat. Bike just broke down at work, waiting for help tax.
Well, at least you're not trying to sleep to this stream, because, I wouldn't recommend it. Especially with all these sounds. I think the Patreon made him come back too, but yeah. I just wonder if some of this is a response to MatPat's theory. I do wonder.
Stop it. Hey. He won't let me pass it. He keeps on.
What a weak little squirt you are.
Keeps on. Stop it. He's doing it. Look at him. Come on, weakly bones. Pass Mother the porridge. I think you want her to starve.
I'd rather starve than sit here and watch this pathetic display.
This episode's 14 minutes long. Buckle up.
You'll forever just be a lonely reflection.
It's not fair. I've been in here for too long.
Now he's the glass brother.
I want to come home now. Those khaki spider fingers aren't going anywhere. Andrew Hands. What a
Hands?
horrible thing to say.
No, calling you Andrew? Then MatPat would be like, we learned in this episode that Salad Finger's real name is Andrew.
Don't worry. New, improved Hubert Cumberdale.
Much improved.
The real boy. I know of another entrance.
Why is Glass Brother so mean, Mr. Fingers?
He was raised under the beast's sun.
Now we're going to swim through Hubert Cumberdale's tears. Make of that what you
Morning,
will.
wet legs. Thought you'd slip in the back door, did you? I absolutely shan't.
Now Puddle Brother is bothering him.
Puddle meddling is punishable by a stern rasping. Rasp. Rasp, rasp. Rasp. Stop.
That's what I'm going to start doing whenever you guys misbehave. Rasp. Rasp. Rasp, rasp. Take that.
Stop rasping.
And again, this is another sign that Salad Fingers doesn't understand what the words he uses mean.
Handful of Audax powder.
Tasty.
Brown pebbles. Half cup of spider milk.
Typical British
Speckled
cooking.
huckleberry leaf.
But Glass Mother, you know the speckled huckleberry leaf makes my tummy box all bilious. I don't want another fever.
You'll eat what I tell you to. Don't make me come through that mirror and poke out your eyes. Now get it down, ya.
Now the food is for him, not for her. Interesting. British cooking, it's the worst.
Don't worry, Mr. Fingers. I'll clean it up.
What a good
You're a
boy.
good lad. Who
Much
are
more
you
well-behaved than
talking
Yvonne.
to? Why, Hubert Cumberdale, of course. Ah, hello there, little boy. He's my real-life flesh boy.
Real
The
life
most
flesh boy
beautiful boy in the world.
is. Fiend! Kidnapper!
He'll make a good broom, lad. Stick him in the coal shed.
Oh, now he got his child taken away again. Give me back my son, my real-life flesh boy. No reflection this time.
Yeah, the jump in animation has been crazy since he came back with this. The last family came and took my real flesh boy, baby boy. The beautiful boy. And what would MatPat's say about this? I mean, there are some more MatPat videos, but I really just wanted to look at the old ones. I think we'll just finish watching Salad Fingers and call it a day.
Hello? What brings you here?
Turned off by flying. He must be a psychic from the boys.
I don't think you ought to have stolen my little flesh boy.
Yeah. Oh my god, what's wrong with your face? Salad Fingers got a W, guys. We're so proud of him. Hubert's fine.
You ungrateful little swine. That'll be 8 months in the slug house for you, you rotten little pigeon prick. You shitty little bugger. I'll have your eyes and clothes through. He'll have your arms for drinking stumps. Just wait until your father, you dirty little minge splinter.
Yay! Happy ending! At least for this show. He did say he'd clean it up.
You dirty little minge splinter, get your eyes from my chest. Get your nose out of the dirtiest rags and wooden board. I'll scatter the bits of your brother on the floors like a little shitty little bugger.
That'll take care of it.
You'll have your arms for cricket stumps. Can't that a fucking shut up, filth. Just wait until your father gets...
Sorry to say, just wait till your father gets home. MatPat would have had a... His father is Jeremy Fisher. And his mom is like this because reasons. I don't know what sort of semi-racist bullshit he'd come up with, but...
At Dire Wolfwin 81 sent a super chat. Lily King Commission did a stream on British cooking. Her reactions were hilarious. Smiley face emoji, especially the ones where she got squicked up by things.
I mean, I'm mostly doing the bit, you know, where I'm American, I gotta make fun of British people, you know? It's a bit, but it's also not quite a lie. We've all seen English cooking. Is this the really gross one? Let me just, No, actually, this one's not so bad. That's right. Alright.
Oh, right, be do right.
I actually haven't watched the newer ones as much as the older ones, so this is also fun for me.
Shuffle up, slugs and sliders.
Get a shop!
Come and get a taste of my silky wares. We've got Bentley bars, pickled cheeks, burnt peas, and for the older gents, inquire about our dirty images.
Oh.
This was my mother.
My theory that he doesn't know anything about what he says means is, yeah.
We'd best prepare for the incoming horde of customers.
Yeah, that was some hot, dirty booty.
Coverdale. So I'm placing you on the meet and greet desk.
There you go. Good job.
I believe I can hear the punters rushing in.
He does have a good whistle, surprisingly.
Mark Dimmerline? Can I assume you will actually be making a purchase this week?
The British interaction.
You're taking advantage of my good nature again.
No, at least she doesn't have the flesh suit on anymore.
Thief! Common thief! There he goes, officer. Arrest that thief. I shouldn't wish your mothers would approve of such pilfering.
Yeah. What do the crows have against you anyway?
Luckily, I have some reserve stock.
Ah. You still like some of whatever that is.
Oh-rai, be-do-rai. Faberclankins, faberclankins. Crunchy moths and hovercloths. Don't miss out on these dirty deals.
I don't know what possessed him to open a booth, but that was that one. I did say that wasn't the one I was worried about being too I kind of want the slippers. I don't like wearing things on my feet in the house, though. But sometimes on really cold winter nights I do, and then I could pull these babies out of the closet and be judged. I'm just looking out for the one that grosses even me out. Because if it grosses even me out, it's probably not going to be great for some other people. It's this one. Okay, so this one is really fucking gross. Like, really gross. Like, actually grosses me out. So, just fair warning. I avoid corporate sponsorship and will likely be demonetized by YouTube. This ensures I am never forced to censor myself and that my work will remain honest. Please help me contrive doing this by supporting my Patreon and buying merch. We sell plush toys, and I have that plush. In fact, I would be inclined to buy a couple more if it would support David Firth. I could have 3 salad fingers and menace people with them. But yeah, if you like the slippers and the shirts and shit, go support him. He's awesome. Yeah, especially if he's demonetized. Like, 1.5 million views. But 4 years ago when they were really demonetizing a lot of stuff. So imagine missing out on the ad revenue from 1.5 fucking million views. Jesus. I'll get 6 salad fingers and I can recreate the episode 10. So, but this one's really gross, so just be warned.
Oh, a letter for Mrs. Tupperworth. Down the old dirt path. I'll just leave it here. Bartholomew de Grise, my oldest chum. Oh, hopefully the legal troubles are behind you.
He's a friendly postman today.
One for Uncle Kevin, who lives in the drain.
Now it's gonna get really gross, and stay really gross the entire time.
And it's back to the postal counting house.
He is quite whimsical, yes.
Oh, what a slog. Oh, hello. Well, they must be hiring new staff. I mean, certainly younger than the usual. I suppose this would be a part-time affair between school and oh.
Yes, he's seeing this dead dog as a attractive younger woman who is working for the post office. Don't ask me.
Oh dear.
And again, he has the mind of a child and is pretending to be a postman, so this is probably not him being attracted to this corpse. It's the character he's playing today, you know? But, like, yeah.
How utterly spellbinding to witness such beauty in the flesh. Smells like pastry pots. I'd be honoured if you take my fingers and accompany me to the ball.
Ball? Is that happening at the same time as the Great War? Now he's going to prom with it.
I'm far too early. She
Cleans up-
won't even have brushed her teeth yet.
He cleans up pretty good, though, huh?
Hubert Cumberdale, you're not invited to my courting session.
Where did he get the
How
toupee?
very rude of you to tag along.
Cumberdale also has a toupee.
Why must you keep so many secrets, Mr. Fingers?
I'll pretend you didn't say that.
You shouldn't have hallucinated it.
Oi, shoo, get out of it. Bugger off. She's taken, thank you very much.
Remember when MatPat said this is how he sees the world? It clearly
These
isn't.
eyes weren't equipped to process such ravishing beauty.
We're seeing reality. He's seeing something else. We don't know what.
You're probably wondering why I brought you to a quiet place like this. Well, word gets around in these parts. But enough about me. Tell me about yourself. Your eyes are a deep lagoon with enchanted waters. What I wouldn't do to keep you under my floors, to take you on my bike and lose you in the moors.
Yeah, it's a poem.
You're not fully dressed without a smile.
Very, Oh, it's a dead rat on his head, not
They're
even a
all
toupee.
looking and judging.
The Asmongold?
Envy, I'd say. Come on, I'll take you elsewhere.
Again, this is the grossest one to me, so if this is the only one I can't handle, I think you guys will be okay. I can handle it, I'm just kind of like, even for me, this one's a bit much. True, toupees are dead rats,
It's
yeah.
almost 3 weeks until the Queen's birthday. How she must feel.
Oh, save the Queen, I'm so British! The typical date activities. There is no Queen of
Something
England.
about this isn't right. You're half my age. They're here to take me away, to tell a man who he can and cannot love. Your parents hate me. They always have.
I don't think he actually fucked the dog. I think he's playing a character and, you know, again, a lot of the things he says, it's clear he doesn't actually even understand the concepts he's talking about, so...
I appreciate the time we spent together, but I just can't be who you want me to be.
This happens.
I knew this day would come. You aren't ready to lose your daughter. I was a fool to think she'd be the next Mrs. Fingers.
The next? Were you married before? Take that, MatPat. What are you gonna do with that one, huh? Yeah, so, that was, yeah. That's the one I don't like the most. Now, this next one is pretty gross, but it doesn't gross me out. Well, I don't know, that one just squicks me. I don't know, maybe it's a me thing. That one just squicks me. But, yeah, the next one... I guess you did say Yvonne had her mother's eyes, so, you know.
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. I got a plushie from a furry game I like is adorbs.
I'm hoping to get a plushie from a furry game I like soon. Apparently the Olivia plushes are finally coming. With the first round, they got ripped off by the distributor, unfortunately, and it was a big fucking mess. But they fixed it, and they're going to fulfill them, so they did not, They did not fail us. I shall have Olivia soon for my collection. But anyway, so the next one is actually a little lore-ish. Remember, Space Frog, when I said keep in mind your whole time loop theory?
New to the Salad Fingers store. Latex Salad Fingers mask.
Yay!
The Salad Fingers Ultimate Plush. Plus, loads of
Maybe I should get the ultimate plush with the accessories, and he can just hang out with the normal one that I
t-shirts
already
and
have.
hoodies and stuff. Very high quality merch. Salad Fingers.
For the Pirates striking. Yeah, actually, when I did get my Salad Fingers plush, it was also late, and I literally got an email in character in like David Firth's character. I think it was from Marjorie, actually. Marjorie Baxter, whatever, and they said that the plushes had been waylaid by pirates, and I didn't know if they were serious or not, but yes, piracy happened to make the plushes get delayed. It wasn't like the barge they were on actually got pirated, but piracy made the plushes get delayed, and that was it. But it was one of those things, it's like, it's David Firth, I don't even know if, like, that's a joke, or if that's really what's going on.
Store.com.
So yeah, this one is actually almost lore-ish, story-ish, so this will be fun. No, Olivia's coming! I'll make a short when she's here.
This year's grand feast is certain to be a disaster. I'll be the fool of the town.
Yeah, Zim wouldn't know what to do with salad
Mother
fingers.
of life, builder of my body, I await your caring arms and the warmth of your teat.
Y'all like a warm teat. Okay. Hubert Cumberdale died?
Take the carcass of my diminished companion, Melvin Wishcake.
Ah, Melvin Wishcake. Been here
a
the whole
rotten
time.
friend, no longer fit for finger.
Just fucking retconning this fourth character
May
in. Come
his
on.
body seed the loins of your womanhood.
I seem to have done that. The new Mr. Branches?
Grandmother Growth, you must have lost all faith in this broken soul.
Alright. A normal day in England, you know.
I trust you'll be attending the luncheon.
That's his oldest friend right there.
We'll be seating guests from the higher society.
Okay, this is what England would be like if it stopped raining. How's that?
This is our chance to ascend.
We're gonna ascend, alright.
Hubert Cumberdale, have you been utilising the naughty stick again?
Hubert!
Well, it smells like you.
Don't want to know where it's been.
Dirty, rotten pleasure hound you are. Such filth will take you right to the beast. Listen to your father, Hubert. He knows what's best. Dear Lady Etheridge, I formally invite your attendance. Dear lazy Eskindale, your awful appendix died yesterday. Plarp, plarp, plarp. I must ask that you hush. Pipe down, sunshine. One set of sentences is quite enough. Work faster. Yes, you're precisely right. I seem to have lost motion.
Now we see more birthing imagery. What would MatPat have to say about this? What sort of eugenics message could he get from this, I wonder? When I first watched this, I was like, is he supposed to be like a Flanderized Salad
Hello,
Fingers?
Mr. Fingers. Hello,
Flesh
miniature
boy.
Mr. Fingers.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
You look delicious. I am delicious. Mother says I'm the tastiest boy in the park.
Yes, that's a saying.
Oh, tabai sarantai. Mira faro parantai. Bulo.
Bulo indeed.
Well, you're a daring seamstress, aren't you? We'd best get you in training, Squirty Box.
Training for what? This is his way of changing his character design?
The great sand floor holds all of the good people. 20, 100 footsteps towards the glowing circle in the sky is the edge of forever, where a naughty master forbids any further travel.
In this week's film theory, the Salad Fingers takes place on the flat Earth.
The High Duchess will be attending from Slugwater Palace. What a perfect dream. Broom harder. We'll get a slug's worth out of you, Malado.
Always broom harder, everybody.
Perhaps we'll need a fresh set of skirting buds, too.
Yep, have a kid, put him to work. That's what you do. Very British.
Well, the vegetable selection is rather paltry.
No, the kid doesn't get any.
Non-existent. Lady Etheridge spotted on the horizon. Oh, soft Mr. Boyfingers, how am I to teach you my trade in such limited moments? Use the moon's reason as your wisdom. I've walked your dreams for decades. I've observed you. This is Bartholomew de Grise. He's sensitive to terms regarding the hardening of skin, so tread carefully. May I fetch him indoors to catch his warmth by the log fire? It'd be rude not to.
I love how they both talk even more like old school. British, like it's almost made up. Ah, warm your rock by the fire, everybody. Oh yeah, we already watched Matt's video. We're just watching the rest of Salad Fingers that came after his theory.
It's important for you chaps to be on your best behaviour for soft Mr. Boyfingers. He's part of the family.
Yep. Like he's almost part of the family.
Oh, Bartholomew de Grise, what a pleasure. I'm honoured. Must you keep fidgeting? You'll knot up your buggery bits. Mr. Fingers, it's not ready yet. I'll need to show you where we keep the spare towels, and of course Hubert's swollen ankle requires ointment. Don't worry, dear. It's all taken care of. I do most apologise. It's all in your hands now.
It's like they both expected
Give my
this.
regards to the Colonel.
Interesting. So yeah, maybe there is a time loop with multiple Salad Fingers. There could be. I'm sure MatPat would make a very stupid theory about this, that, oh, it's a multiverse! It's a cycle that goes over and over again! But, yeah, I mean, this could have kept happening for all we know, or it's a shitpost. You know, it does. Again, Salad Fingers doesn't have a concrete meaning. He's ready now. Salad Cinematic Universe.
The guests are 15 minutes late, and it's going cold, so I'm just going to start.
When I first watched this, I was like, is he just using it as an excuse to update Salad Fingers' design, since Boyfingers was, like, a lot brighter than him for a while, but now he looks exactly the same, so, I don't know.
Bartholomew de Grise, settle down. I do hope this isn't the start of another one of your episodes.
He did call The Rock his oldest friend, so how many times has he bashed the old version of himself over the head and eaten it, you know?
Honestly, I just don't have the patience.
True, yeah, cooking him in the pot was like him getting his baptism early on, if you can even call it that. So now there's just a couple of shorter ones after that. Salad Fingers, he's broken the fourth wall before.
sent a super chat. Time for my crackpot theory that I'm just pulling from my butt. This is what rural PPL get up to when us city folk leave them alone, and Salad Fingers is actually a lettuce field, hence the name.
There you go, perfect. Yeah, this is what rural people will do if we're not keeping an eye on them. You're right.
New to the Salad Fingers store. 3 new t-shirt designs.
I didn't see
We
those
also
when we
have
went there
toys,
before.
artwork,
Stop making me want to
masks,
get another plushie.
slippers, and loads of other stuff.
Damn you.
Salad Fingers store.
Stop making me want to support your art, David Firth. It's like all the people complaining about Glitch having so much merchandising lately, and it's like, okay, you want the animators to get paid well, right? Well, they have to build funds with stuff like selling merch. Okay, it's completely fucking optional to buy or not, so you don't need to get mad about it.
Today, I'm remembering backwards to a time before now.
Ah, very well said.
It's been a small century, but I remember like 'twas yesterminute.
First episode again.
Hello. I like rusty spoons.
But faster. And new. I'm remembering backwards. Like that. Oh no. It's different this time.
I must find any spoon to fill the void.
I forgot about this one. It came out just a year ago.
Hello there, young child.
Even looks like
I'm
the
not
old
a
anime.
child, I'm an old man. And you, Salad Gregory Stewart Fingers, should have been home hours ago.
Oh my god, in the latest episode, we find out his name is Salad Gregory Stewart Fingers. Today on Film Theory.
Gregory Stewart Fingers should have been home hours ago. A little discipline might be in order.
I suppose it's the only way I'll learn.
He didn't freak out, so he must not have really been talking. Funny walks like. Gregory, could he be related to the
Might
Gregory
I ask
FNAF?
where you keep the spoons?
Kenneth currently has the household spoon.
One household spoon.
Here you go, Mr. Finger.
Well, I guess it's just her voice he doesn't like. This is just like the recap episode.
Not interested, sir. It doesn't reach my requirements.
Not rusty.
Well,
any
it's
spoon,
time
though.
for supper. And you'll just have to eat with your fingers, I suppose.
Hold on a minute. I might have made that up. I do recall we were stationed in the kitchen
I might have made that up. That's this entire show.
where I'd taken quite a liking to
This one is, what, did this come out on like April 1st or something? No, July 1st, but I guess this was just kind of a joke, which is kind of
the
great.
kettle. Why is your pan so tall?
To prevent your mischief.
Like a sitcom version.
Wait a minute. Textureless, sir. What a surprise.
They're judgmental. He's being
I'll
funty
get
today.
to the bottom of this.
You're actually getting to the top of it. Okay. Now he's getting to the bottom. Okay, I see. He was cooking, guys. He was cooking.
Slow down. You're going too fast. I'm scared.
Taps your back.
My goodness. I haven't seen you blokes for so long.
Tap.
You're all so gorgeous.
Yeah, this is just like Member Berries, the Salad Fingers episode.
Please welcome Salad Fingers to his 20th anniversary.
Ah, that's
special.
what it is. That's why it's kind of cute and more normal. And kind of a shit post. I see. I forgot about this one for some reason.
Hello? Is this a surprise party? Hello?
Is the audience even real?
Are you my friends?
We're your friends, Salad Fingers. Don't you worry, we're your friends. Everyone here in the chat is your friend.
We're all your friends.
That's right.
Who said that? Over here.
Oh, look how happy he is.
I can't believe you chaps made it to this special event. Even Manky Melvin, the stinky reject. You weren't made for this world.
This must be his cousin, this week on Film Theory.
But you'll always have a place in my heart. It's the perfect spoon.
Ubable. Look how happy he is. Hello.
It's you. Alright, come in. Make yourself at home. I can't believe it's been 20 whole minutes. Time certainly...
Oh, guys, look, we finally got payoff on the kid who was left in the oven in the very first episode. Today on Film Theory, let's calculate if he was actually in there for 20 minutes. He's fine.
A walking fish supper. Now I've seen everything.
Need to be a laugh track there.
Well, that's how I remember the events of my time. You'll have to pardon my excuses, though, as the old shoebox isn't what she used to be. Let's remember again together soon.
That's how I remember it too, Salad Fingers, so there you go! And then there's Crows, which came out pretty recently. 8 months ago. So Salad Fingers still exists, guys. He updated just 8 months ago.
This episode of Salad Fingers is brought to you by my Patreon and saladfingersstore.com. Plushes, puppets, t-shirts, masks,
I don't even mind
hoodies,
him
art,
chilling.
and loads of other stuff.
You get that bag, bro. You've earned it. I don't know, I just like it. I like weird, spooky, ooky things. I like eerie things. I like...
Welcome to the Mystery Fingers Magic Parade. Prepare your eyes.
I did say some of you might be judging me and looking at me a little differently after realizing this is one of my favorite things.
For excitement. You've got a lot to say today, Sludgehole. Perhaps the Lord may lend you an ear.
Everybody loves Magical Trevor. Tricks that he does are ever so clever. Wait, wrong Flash guy from Britain.
Now,
maybe he is
Horace,
a frog.
pick a card. take a look at your card now.
Just the dreary, melancholic atmosphere, I
Is
think.
this your card?
It's just, I don't know how to describe how this scratches my brain. But I like creepy things, I like melancholic things, I like things that are a little unhinged. I kind of like urban rot and stuff, and like, I don't know, I'm just kind of into this sort of thing.
Bengal twigs and flannel flaps, cuboid plankle westy mats.
Cockney rhyming slang. And I did play the cat lady on stream, and that has very similar atmosphere to this, so you can't be that surprised.
Excuse me.
Oh,
sir.
I remember what happens in this one now.
It's a bit unjust to take a lad's finger stubs.
Finger stubs. Take a lot more than that. Get him, Horace! That lady is awesome.
Thank you, Horace.
I do believe I chaptered out the part where the game crashed and I forgot it doesn't autosave and I had to buzz through the beginning of the game again. I chaptered around that, so you can skip that, so...
You're shaping up to be Employee of the Month. I wonder what's gotten into those flapping sky men.
Flapping sky men. Maybe it's because you've been killing them. They might be a little pissed about that, yeah.
I'm thinking twice about inviting you boys in
You
for a
don't piss
bowl
off
of my
crows.
famous beak soup. No, you've spoiled the chances of friendship.
I guess now we know why the crows have a beef with him.
Don't be mean, Mr. Fingers. Remember your manners.
You have a somewhat warped sense of reality, Mr. Crow.
You're a dirty, rotten liar and a thief.
You have a somewhat warped sense of reality. I might just start saying that.
You'll be next in the broth with lip like that sunshine.
Is it the birds or birdemic? Yes. He takes a bath with Horace.
I should have a polite word with Mrs. Lonsdale about that squeaky gate. It's just not on.
Very, very British.
You're a mucky pup.
Horace is crying no matter what.
Not until they return my memories.
I don't think that's
It
gonna
all
happen.
started roughly 16 and 20 moons before the Lomdust gathering.
Ah, was that World War I, like MatPat's said? He should make a game out of this. He could. I think he should. He should partner with somebody who wants to make a Salad Fingers game. And do the writing, and the voice, obviously.
Your move, Mr. Crow.
Just wandering around as Salad Fingers, get into all sorts of weird situations would be
Speak
great.
to me.
This is where it started. Took a bit of his brain.
You've just taken a thought right out of my head. Give it back. That could have been the premise of a great novel.
Oh no.
That was my name. You've just robbed me of a key memory.
Yeah, a Salad Fingers game would have to
Luckily,
point-and-click
I
adventure.
wrote it down.
It already has, like, big point-and-click adventure energy the way it's animated, you know?
In case.
Ah, he wrote it down, guys. It's fine. He's forgotten how to read!
I always knew I was a Chester. Chester Chithers, reporting for duty, sir.
In this episode, we find out Salad Finger's real name is Chester. Today on Game Theory. Even if it had puzzles, I'd still play it. You guys know I fucking hate puzzles in games. I have no patience.
That was my secret memory.
How do you know if you...
The location of
forgot
my
it?
family's great wealth. Keep your grubby claws off. That's my retirement savings.
I feel like the show has gotten more overtly funny now, you know what I mean? I feel like he's gotten a little more jovial with it in a weird way. I don't know if you guys are picking that up too, but... He's Salad Fingers. That's what he is. There's no other answer. He's Salad Fingers. This is not a you can put logic on this kind of series. It just doesn't work that way. It has an internal logic, but not an external one.
It's all you ever wanted. To dig up my buried riches and take it for your own dirty selves.
It's very abstract, and again, it's one of those things where
Mason Bridgewater.
Maybe even the creator doesn't know.
What the devil are you doing here? Attempting to pilfer my fortune, it would seem.
And again, he finds a corpse and he immediately starts making up a narrative of who this is and why they're here.
And so the great quarrel continues to this day.
Kind of kicked the corpse aside. I'm tired of that story. I'm just gonna beef with the crows. Why didn't I think of this earlier? Pop that right out of there. Somehow that doesn't wake him up. Crows are rude, but you don't fuck with them. They have very long memories. Like my cat that gets to go outdoors who does hunt, I know when he's like nearby because the crows are going crazy.
The world looks rather empty this morning. What on earth did this place look like? I think I've got a nice carpet, and it swirls a radiant orange.
Better for him, maybe.
Oh, that'll be my wooden toadstool with elegant dancer.
It's just me in the morning. I'm still waking up. I love this kind of like photograph animation like
How
that.
silly of me to forget the wall. Keith Patterson.
Good morning, Mr. Fingers. You are looking gorgeous today.
Everyone names their
Thank
walls,
you,
right?
Keith Patterson. Horace horse colour. I'd know that set of buttocks from a mile off.
That's how I greet my friends. It's actually seeing through the eyeballs, though, I think. Yeah. There's a crow on top of them. no, not horse collar.
Are you feeling incomplete?
I do like Monty Python, so yeah. Giving pieces to a king crow of some variety. We'll see the bodies. They can't handle his eyeballs. Going horribly wrong with the crows. He's still a magician, right? So.
And just like that, everything went back to normal. Oh, I don't know anything.
Yeah. Did the ending even happen? I don't know. So yes, that's the most recent episode until now. Like I said, it almost seems more overtly funny now. it's the tone has changed slightly, but I mean it's been going for 20 years, it would have to.
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. It's basic economics, what are people crying about?
Yeah, the whole merchandising thing, exactly. I don't know, man.
At Sawesomeness sent a super chat, to quote the great Mel Brooks. Merchandising.
Merchandising, exactly. I mean, they gotta make that money to fund their shows somehow.
At DireWolf181 sent a super chat. I love the cat lady, such an amazing story.
Me too, and I did play through all of it. It's actually relisted now. And, let's go to my channel so I can advertise myself before I before I head off for the night. So it should be back up in my lives. I've relisted both it and Soma, because I unlist a lot of, like, low view game streams, but I put those two back up, mostly because I'm really proud of my thumbnails. So there's the Soma ones, and, there's the cat lady ones. So, again, there was a part where I had to, like, restart the game in here, but I did, make sure that I chaptered that, I believe. So if you want to watch through my playthrough of the cat lady, it's very good. I mean, I also recommend playing it on your own, but if you're too easily spooked and you want to go through a creepy game with me that I really, really like and have played before and know a lot about, definitely give that a watch. Let's full screen Salad Fingers again, just leave him standing there. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So this was just, I don't know, I just wanted to talk about, this was just my excuse to talk about Salad Fingers and introduce a bunch of people to it, because in the end, my channel's evil goal is to get people into the shit that I like, of course. So next week, I will be doing the Crimes of New Roman video, just also because I kind of want to, because I've heard it's insane. So we'll be looking over that. Basically, the whole premise is this guy thinks that streamers cause school shooters to happen, and he's sitting in, like, a fake basement room with a bunch of foot fetish art all over the walls, and apparently he's just nuts. So, that'll be fun. That'll be Friday. I don't know if I'll be doing Lily this Wednesday or next Wednesday. You guys will know. It'll be just a normal art stream if I don't. And it'll be the Lily stream if I do. So, I'll see how my weekend goes. But, yeah. So, and then, we'll do, the week after that, we'll do the ending of the Spirit Science conspiracy videos, which I know are a little boring, but I just want to get them, I want to get the whole thing done, and then we can go to some of his crazier videos, and I will be reacting to Armored Skeptic again on Fridays at some point, because holy shit. So we have plenty of material, we have plenty of things to yap about on stream. Fridays are kind of an anything goes. I will probably start streaming Disco Elysium soon, because that was the next, like, long-term game stream I wanted to do. But also, the game Paralives is finally coming out on the 25th, and I might want to do a first look stream at that, because that's like the Sims Killer. Or it's going to be the Sims Killer, maybe. I still think the title Paralives isn't very good. It would be better advertised if they had a catchier name like The Sims. But it's like the next Sims, and it's about time that fucking game series had some competition. So I know I'm gonna get it, so I might do a first look stream on that too. So that's what I'm planning. So look forward to gaming streams now that I'm done with the boys.
Dire Wolf 181 sent a super chat. Please, this Wednesday, it's my birthday week. I'm off.
Alright, I'll see what I can do, Direwolf. I'll see what I can do, okay? I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, thank you all for your super chats. We also got some gifted subs tonight. Thank you so much for that, you guys. And if you get hit by the gifted sub fairy, you can go to Discord, go to Connections, connect your YouTube and your Discord account, and it'll dump you in my Discord server where we just kind of shitpost. We have lots of forums for various shows and games and stuff to yap about. We have a good time in there. And if you get in the server, even if you don't remain a channel member, you can stay. I don't kick people out. I don't care. So anyway, thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys Wednesday. Goodbye.